في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم. له ملك السماوات والأرض يحيي ويميت وهو على كل شيء قدير. هو الأول والآخر والظاهر والباطن وهو بكل شيء عليم. هو الذي خلق السماوات والأرض في 6 أيام ثم استوى على العرش يعلم ما يلج في الأرض وما يخرج منها وما ينزل من السماء وما يعرج فيها وهو معكم أينما كنتم والله بما تعملون بصير. له ملك السماوات والأرض وإلى الله ترجع الأمور. يولج الليل في النهار ويولج النهار في الليل وهو عليم بذات الصدور. آمنوا بالله ورسوله وأنفقوا مما جعلكم مستخلفين فيه فالذين آمنوا منكم وأنفقوا لهم أجر كبير. وما لكم لا تؤمنون بالله والرسول يدعوكم لتؤمنوا بربكم وقد أخذ ميثاقكم إن كنتم مؤمنين. هو الذي ينزل على عبده آيات بينات ليخرجكم من الظلمات إلى النور وإن الله بكم لرءوف رحيم. وما لكم ألا تنفقوا في سبيل الله ولله ميراث السماوات والأرض لا يستوي منكم من أنفق من قبل الفتح وقاتل أولئك أعظم درجة من الذين أنفقوا من بعد وقاتلوا وكلا وعد الله الحسنى والله بما تعملون خبير. من ذا الذي يقرض الله قرضا حسنا فيضاعفه له وله أجر كريم. يوم ترى المؤمنين والمؤمنات يسعى نورهم بين أيديهم وبأيمانهم بشراكم اليوم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها ذلك هو الفوز العظيم. يوم يقول المنافقون والمنافقات للذين آمنوا انظرونا نقتبس من نوركم قيل ارجعوا وراءكم فالتمسوا نورا فضرب بينهم بسور له باب باطنه فيه الرحمة وظاهره من قبله العذاب. ينادونهم ألم نكن معكم قالوا بلى ولكنكم فتنتم أنفسكم وتربصتم وارتبتم وغرتكم الأماني حتى جاء أمر الله وغركم بالله الغرور. فاليوم لا يؤخذ منكم فدية ولا من الذين كفروا مأواكم النار هي مولاكم وبئس المصير. ألم يأن للذين آمنوا أن تخشع قلوبهم لذكر الله وما نزل من الحق ولا يكونوا كالذين أوتوا الكتاب من قبل فطال عليهم الأمد فقست قلوبهم وكثير منهم فاسقون. اعلموا أن الله يحيي الأرض بعد موتها قد بينا لكم الآيات لعلكم تعقلون. إن المصدقين والمصدقات وأقرضوا الله قرضا حسنا يضاعف لهم ولهم أجر كريم. والذين آمنوا بالله ورسله أولئك هم الصديقون والشهداء عند ربهم لهم أجرهم ونورهم. والذين كفروا وكذبوا بآياتنا أولئك أصحاب الجحيم. اعلموا أنما الحياة الدنيا لعب ولهو وزينة وتفاخر بينكم وتكاثر في الأموال والأولاد كمثل غيث أعجب الكفار نباته ثم يهيج فتراه مصفرا ثم يكون حطاما وفي الآخرة عذاب شديد ومغفرة من الله ورضوان وما الحياة الدنيا إلا متاع الغرور. سابقوا إلى مغفرة من ربكم وجنة عرضها كعرض السماء والأرض أعدت للذين آمنوا بالله ورسله ذلك فضل الله يؤتيه من يشاء والله ذو الفضل العظيم. ما أصاب من مصيبة في الأرض ولا في أنفسكم إلا في كتاب من قبل أن نبرأها إن ذلك على الله يسير. لكي لا تأسوا على ما فاتكم ولا تفرحوا بما آتاكم والله لا يحب كل مختال فخور. الذين يبخلون ويأمرون الناس بالبخل ومن يتول فإن الله هو الغني الحميد. لقد أرسلنا رسلنا بالبينات وأنزلنا معهم الكتاب والميزان ليقوم الناس بالقسط وأنزلنا الحديد فيه بأس شديد ومنافع للناس وليعلم الله من ينصره ورسله بالغيب إن الله قوي عزيز. ولقد أرسلنا نوحا وإبراهيم وجعلنا في ذريتهما النبوة والكتاب فمنهم مهتد وكثير منهم فاسقون. ثم قفينا على آثارهم برسلنا وقفينا بعيسى ابن مريم وآتيناه الإنجيل وجعلنا في قلوب الذين اتبعوه رأفة ورحمة ورهبانية ابتدعوها ما كتبناها عليهم إلا ابتغاء رضوان الله فما رعوها حق رعايتها فآتينا الذين آمنوا منهم أجرهم وكثير منهم فاسقون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وآمنوا برسوله يؤتكم كفلين من رحمته ويجعل لكم نورا تمشون به ويغفر لكم والله غفور رحيم. لئلا يعلم أهل الكتاب ألا يقدرون على شيء من فضل الله وأن الفضل بيد الله يؤتيه من يشاء والله ذو الفضل العظيم.
Assalamu Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, guys. What's happening, man? How's it sound? How you guys doing? Does it look good? Sound good? I'm about to chat real quick here. Inshallah. Hope you guys are doing well, man. Always gotta be making that money, right? With these ads. We'll go ahead and skip that one, inshallah. Oh, hold on. Why is my wall looks green, dude? What the heck? Looks a little green here. Hold on. Let's see what I can do about that. It still looks green. I think it's just the coloring I did to the picture, man. I don't know. Whatever, dude. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys can stand this green wall. If not, I'll see what I can do to fix it. So, thank you, Brother Mo. Salamu Alaykum, Brother Mozahid, Mozaid, and also Atid and Marian. Jazakallah khairan for being here. Hopefully, I can help you guys today, inshallah. Hopefully, I can, as the title says, help you become the best Muslim you can be. Obviously, I want to become the best Muslim I can be as well, inshallah. And that it's more than just how much you pray, how much Quran you read, how much Hadith you memorize, right? Dude, being a Muslim, man, is being the best example and role model that you can be, man. And whether that's in your family, being the best wife you can be, best husband you can be, best son you can be, best daughter you can be, brother and sister, whether it's your actual siblings or your brothers and sisters in Islam, your fitness, your uh, finances, just everything, dude, everything, man. So that's what I mean by that when I say, be the best Muslim you can be, man, is focusing on all areas of your life, not being neglectful of any areas of your life, inshallah, doing your best to, focus on all aspects of your life, inshallah, so that you can become the best Muslim that you can be by the permission of Allah. Hey, are you gonna cover business in this? Allah Allah, man. This is just mostly a Q&A like usual. Umar, Jackal Kharan, but this is typically just a Q&A, man. So it's whatever you guys are struggling with, need help with. That's typically where I answer that's where this dialogue, tends to trend, is what you guys need help with, inshallah. So. Maybe I'll cover business, maybe not, man. Nathan, khakis. Mr. Khakis, man. Hey, dude, look, bro. I'm wearing khakis today. Alhamdulillah. I mean, they're chinos, but they're khaki colored. I don't know if does that work? Mr. Nathan, hello. Hello to you as well, Nathan. Appreciate you, man. Marion, how many years you have been Muslim, brother? I've been Muslim I think like 9 years, something like that. Let me see here, 2012 or in 2021. Yeah. Yeah, going on 9 years, inshallah. Almost. November will be about 9 years. So something like that. Almost a decade, inshallah. Almost a decade as a Muslim, man, which is crazy to think about. That almost 10 years of my life, I've been on the path of, struggling to rein in the old nafs, you know what I mean? And really trying to control the nafs and, you know, develop and build myself over time and, really, build a solid foundation with which I can build true iman on, you know what I mean? And like where it's stable, right? Where inshallah, we always say inshallah, but, no matter what happens to you in life, just an example, man. I don't watch the news. That's something that I personally choose. I don't watch the news. I don't listen to the news for a number of different reasons, which I'm not going to get into. But this morning, I took my wife to work. My wife works on the weekends, and she was telling me about this couple was finally arrested a couple days ago. They were involved in a highway shooting in California. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. This was like nationwide at least. I don't know, maybe global. I don't know, but basically it happened in California where a 6-year-old young boy was shot from road rage. there was a couple, someone cut off somebody, um, and shots were fired on a highway, and a 6-year-old boy, basically, by the decree of Allah, suffered the consequences, man. Suffered the consequences and lost his life. Um, and the point of me bringing that up is, with Islam, dude, with Iman, with tawakkul, with all those things, Allah alam, what's going to happen to that mother, right? What's going to happen to that mom? Where's she going to go mentally? And of course, we're human beings, we all have emotions and things like that. But, um, with Iman and tawakkul and, just belief in Allah Azza wa Jal, that He is Al Hakim, Al Aziz, Al Rahman, Al Rahim, right? That we could handle those situations, inshallah. We could handle those situations and have good thoughts of Allah, could have a good opinion of Allah, and not totally lose ourselves. And so that's something that I've been working on, obviously, every single day for the last nearly 10 years, as I'm sure you are as well. So, Alhamdulillah for Islam. MashaAllah, tabarakallah, brother. Muhammad Ismail Najib, I think you would look better with half the beard. Well, with all due respect, brother Muhammad, if it's not from Kitab and Sunnah, then I'm not really gonna take that opinion, man. If you have Dalil that the Prophet ﷺ said, whoever has half the beard of this, you know, then he is from amongst us. He is from among us. He's going to paradise. Allah will build him a house in paradise. He will never see the fire, etc., etc. Then bring your dalil, and with that, I would take it. But if not, man, then if it ain't from Kitab and Sunnah, man, then uh, you know, it just ain't for me. Shahida, salam, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallahu khairan, Shahida, appreciate you. BASA, salam, brother Josh. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Basa. Bro, I have problems with opinions of Allah. Why? Why? Um, what's going on with you to where you have those opinions, man? Now there's waswas, and then there's things that you actually are continuing to contemplate, right? There's waswas from shaitan. We all get it, or at least a lot of us get it. A lot of us battle and deal with waswas, where you might have a negative idea, thought of Allah, but that's waswas, dude. And that's proven that if it's something that you hate, if it's something that you immediately try to push away, if it's something that if someone were to try to make you utter that statement, that quote unquote opinion or thought that you had in your mind about Allah, about the Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam, about the Sahaba, about this one, about that one, you would rather fight to the death than ever utter those words, right? So that proves that that's waswas. That's not an actual thought, right? This is something I was having a discussion with someone the other day, that was asking me, about a similar problem. And I'm like, dude, there's a difference between, and this is something that I had to learn. There's a difference between thoughts, and there's a difference between thoughts and fundamental beliefs that you hold true, right? Actual belief systems, right? That you hold true. For instance, I believe that this shirt is blue, right? I believe this shirt says MTG Nation. I believe I have a beard. Those are things I actually believe. I can think in my head and be like, yep, shirt's blue from what I've been taught. On the color spectrum, maybe it's a navy blue if you want to get specific, but it's blue. I believe that. Now, if someone were to say, you're wearing a hoodie right now, like, what? It's not a hoodie, dude, it's a t-shirt. You know what I mean? And if I had a weird thought like, man, is this a hoodie? I'd be like, that's so dumb. Who would think this is a hoodie? Anyone who knows anything about clothing knows this is clearly a t-shirt. And that's just a really probably terrible example, but it's the one that came with, is that there's thoughts and then there's actual fundamental beliefs. So if you happen to have a thought about Allah, passing thought, and you immediately go, are you serious, dude? Whoever thinks that or would say that out loud is a complete moron, idiot, stupid, law, totally misguided, has no idea, no concept of who Allah truly is, right? And then you have where you're actually sitting there and contemplating, oh yeah, Allah, He's this and He's that, and things that aren't befitting of Allah, right? And Allah is this and this, and the Rasul is that, and that's a different story, man. That's something that or again, like I would say even what I mean by that too is contemplating with the thought that maybe it's a possibility. Let me clarify. If you're Because someone may say the prophet was this, right? And you're thinking, man, the prophet's this, but you are going through um, the criterion, you're going through the logical processes of breaking down why that statement is false. The prophet could never be this because this. The Allah Azza wa Jalla could never be this because this, right? To come to the conclusion that you have certainty of Iman, right? But if you're thinking about these opinions and these different things with the intention that it's a possibility Allah is actually like this, right? And I'm not going to utter anything, but something that, again, is not befitting of Allah, whatever people may say. Or the possibility that maybe Allah doesn't exist. Maybe Islam isn't really the truth. Maybe Christianity or atheism or Hinduism or this one or that one, maybe that's the truth after all. You know what I mean? Going down that path, yeah, it's a lot more dangerous, man. Allah alam, dude. May Allah help us, man. But again, dude, at the end of the day, I always ask myself, like, is this a thought? Is this just something that's passing, or is this something that I fundamentally hold true, right? Hold in my heart as a fundamental belief. Like I said, I gave the example of this color, dude. No one's gonna convince me that this color is green or red or yellow or orange or white or black. It is blue. No one's gonna convince me otherwise. See what I'm saying? Can make a video or explain right now your journey of Islamic knowledge. I mainly want to know how to study the Hadith. Doubts like doubts like should it be studied with commentary or not? Which books to start? Dude, I would definitely say, Muhammad, go into the description of this video that you're watching right now. If you go towards the bottom, it's going to say my favorite Islamic channels. In fact, I'll just see if I can post this in the comments for you right now. Because Hadith Disciple is my main dude. Hadith Disciple is the go-to source, man. If you want to learn Hadith um, in English, right? Now there's tons of Arabic, right? He speaks Arabic, he reads Arabic, he reads from the classical works as well as the modern works as well. Uh, Muhammad ibn Munir, but he teaches in English. Let's see here. And man, this is my go-to. So we're gonna say Muhammad, and then check out this channel for Hadith. Boom. All right. So, yeah, man, check out that channel, dude. Like, if you want to learn about Hadith, man, talking about everything from like commentary on Hadith to different small mittens like Baikunia, and basically different like the actual science of Hadith, the Isnad, right, and breaking down all these different concepts with regards to um, determining whether or not a hadith is sahih, if it's hasan, if it's complete, fabricated and batil, etc., etc. So that's definitely a really good resource, man. Is Hadith Disciple. Shahida Shams, do you watch Brother Shamsi? I'm vaguely, dude. Vaguely familiar with him. I don't know. I know his face. Like if someone were to ask me, "Hey, do you know who that is?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I know who that is," but I don't think I maybe listened to one video for like I don't know a minute or two. Nothing against him. I got nothing against him. I uh I just personally don't know much of him, and yeah, I mean Allah Alam, man. I don't know. Could be great. I don't personally listen to him though. Do you play games? Nope. I do not play video games. Someone would say, I have a pretty boring life. Basically, I shoot YouTube videos. I try to give value to people. I shoot my bow, which you guys see all the time. I do archery. I work out. I like lift. I like training personally. I like business. I like those types of things, man. So I like Islam. Obviously I love Islam, and I like listening and learning about Islam and different things. So that's basically the majority of my time, man, is spent I don't really play video games. Did you celebrate Christmas before you became a Muslim? Of course, dude. Of course, man. Uh, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, I celebrated them all, dude. I mean, especially the ones where I could get off of work, you know? Um, so yeah, dude, of course. Now, my favorite was Halloween, man. That was my favorite holiday, dude, 'cause maybe you guys can tell. Sometimes I do skits in my videos. Sometimes I do skits, and that's something that I've always loved to do. I like getting in the character and like, just doing these different things, and I like getting in the character. So when Halloween came around and I could dress up and pretend I was somebody else and get in a character, I really enjoyed that. So yeah, man, of course. I am doing horse riding, inshallah. That's all. Yeah, that's definitely one of my dreams. That's one of my dreams is to own a horse ranch, inshallah azawajal. I want to own a horse ranch someday, bidnillah. So yeah, horse riding is awesome, man. That's great. What type of horse do you like, Shahida? Like what type of horse? What type of color? You know, um, what's your favorite horse? And if you don't have it, what would be your dream horse? How to do home workout? Honestly, man, just dude, just YouTube it. Honestly, there's no excuse for ignorance these days, man. Honestly, dude, just being, not to be, I'm just being blunt, man. That's just how I talk, dude. YouTube, man. There's no excuse for being ignorant these days. Information is in abundance. Access to that information is very easy to come across. It's free. You could YouTube how to, basically I could YouTube it right now and say how to work out at home, and I guarantee I would have probably millions how to work out at home. Probably millions of like options, dude. You know, I mean, really it's just calisthenics, dude. Dips, push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, planks, crunches, all those different things, man. If you don't have any type of dumbbells, if you don't have any barbells or anything like that, dude, you can literally do dips off your couch. You could set up a chair and you could literally do dips from your countertop, put your feet on a chair and do dips off the countertop. You could do incline push-ups with your again, same thing. As soon as you do your dips, then flip over, put your feet on the chair, start doing some push-ups from the countertop. There's a number of different things, man. Then you could flip that and start doing decline push-ups and et cetera, man. So all you got to do is just, um, you know, YouTube it, man, and you'll find exactly what you're looking for. Uh, People associate him with medicales. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Salamu Alaykum, ya akhi. I'm 19. My tajweed is bad, and I'm struggling reciting the Quran correctly. I can only recite Juz Amma and trying to finish Baqarah. Any advice on how to finish the Quran? Teacher, man. You need to find a teacher. And I would say if it's something that's really, really important to you, firstly, try to find someone locally. I don't know your situation or where you're at and what the situation is with lockdown and quarantine and COVID. Right here in Tennessee, alhamdulillah, we're basically open, full capacity, no mask mandates, no lockdowns, alhamdulillah, nothing like that. So things are essentially back to normal. Um, So if you're in a position like that, then definitely try to find someone, a sister or even a brother, dude, if you have to. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that as long as maybe you have a screen or, and protect yourself. That's all you need to do. But find a teacher, someone who actually actually knows what they're talking about, teaches you properly, can correct you when you make a mistake, inshallah. And even if that means that you have to pay him, if dude, that's a worthy investment, that's a worthy investment, man. And man, our Quran teachers definitely need to be paid more. I mean, obviously, inshallah, with the proper intention, they'll be more than compensated by Allah Azza wa Jal, but that doesn't mean that we should take advantage of our teachers and not pay them, man, and not compensate them, man, because they still have families, they still got bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So I would say, firstly, try to find someone in your local area, and if not, dude, I mean, if anything, this COVID thing taught us, dude, we have the technology, alhamdulillah, for Zoom calls or Skype calls or whatever, Microsoft Teams or whatever, to find someone online. Find someone online that you know, is a reliable source, and just see if they'll teach you. and just take your daily classes, weekly classes, or whatever, and inshallah, you'll definitely find someone, dude. You'll definitely find someone, inshallah. I've never heard him saying anything like, if you don't follow our way, then you're not on the haqq. Okay, cool. Khadija, when I'm reciting, I listen to sheikhs. They have their patterns with it. Don't worry, that kind of strong and brief phase goes by fast. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, dude, tajweed is not like mandatory. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's extra. Like, not there's tajweed, and then there's like, pronunciation of the words. That's different, man. To my knowledge, and Allah knows best. And also, the hadith that says that the one that struggles, man, to read the Quran, obviously you want to do your best, and if you can improve the recitation of the Quran, then Alhamdulillah, you should definitely do that. But if you can't, if you have struggled and you tried, and that's you just have, some people do, like here in the South, man. Some people here in the South, they just cannot pronounce certain Arabic, dude. They just got that twang about them, They just got that twang, and it's just really hard for them to, pronounce certain letters or certain words. And alhamdulillah, we have hadith that show that if you struggle, man, you're going to be rewarded. That's not a punishment. You're not going to get punished, if you don't have proper tajweed or anything like that, dude. If it's something that you can't control, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you're going to be rewarded for that greatly by Allah. So alhamdulillah, dude. um Back then, what did you like being the most during Halloween? I mean, dude, I always dressed up to something different. It was always something different, man. you know And it didn't take Halloween for me to dress up. I would dress up whether it's Halloween or not, man. I don't know if you guys know much about Joe Dirt, but I used to dress up like Joe Dirt, man. I had the whole wig mullet, bro. This thing was like party in the, business in the front, party in the back. I mean, this thing was long, dude. Big old long, big old long mullet, man. Wig, and then I had like these handlebar mustache, like for real, dude, looking like Hulk Hogan. I had this handlebar mustache, subhanallah. I had this redneck T-shirt. I can't even tell you what it said because it had a cuss word on it. But I cut the sleeves off, and it was all about hunting. And I had my Daisy Duke jean shorts on. And I used to go into Walmart and be like, "Hey man, I heard there's a party going on here." Start talking like a redneck and stuff, and yeah, man, it didn't take Halloween for me to get into character, dude. So it was just whatever I was feeling that year, man. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, do you think this COVID virus has more cons or pros? I mean, everything, dude. Like, man, life's all about perspective, man. Life's all about perspective. It's all about how you look at things, dude. Is there cons? Of course, man. There was dude, lockdown. Like, there was terrible things that happened because of lockdown, because of these different things. Obviously, people were dying, but I don't even want to get in that whole topic of, yeah, that's a whole different topic. But um, lockdown, man, it really, really increased suicide rates, dependency on drugs. Like people were like basically abusing drugs more because they're locked down. They have more anxiety, more mental, developing more mental illnesses because of the anxiety and the lockdown and the lack of social interaction and the lack of getting outside and all these different things, man. It caused a lot of harm. It harmed a lot of small businesses, killed a lot of small businesses, man, which killed really, really hurt the economy, dude. Shut a lot of small businesses down. So, there's those cons, and at the same time, man, other people looked at it as a prime opportunity to take advantage of that lockdown time. Alhamdulillah, praises for Allah, Allah guided me to that. Before lockdown, before COVID, I was pumping out one video a week, one a week. When this lockdown thing happened initially, this COVID thing, and everyone was scared, and we don't know what was going on and what's happening. I looked at it as an opportunity. I said, okay, if I'm going to be on lockdown, dude, I'm not just going to sit here and twiddle my thumbs. I went from one video a week to 4 videos a week. And even after the lockdown stopped, we stopped being on lockdown, I didn't fall back to one video a week. Alhamdulillah, I've still consistently put out 4 videos a week, man. And so other people looked at it as a prime opportunity. So really, it just depends on how you look at it, man. You can look at, there's lessons to be learned. You can look at it as, man, it taught me that job security isn't really as secure as you think. So maybe it inspired you, maybe during COVID you lost your job and you thought you were secure, right? You thought, man, I got a good stable job, and then you lost it due to COVID, right? So maybe it woke you up to like, maybe my job isn't as secure as I thought, and it got you thinking to like, you know what, I need to start my own little side hustle here. I need to have, second source of income that maybe even become a full-time income so that I'm not dependent upon my employer for income, Maybe that inspired you, man. So in that regard, it would be a great thing for you. It'd be a pro, right? So at the end of the day, man, it's all about perspective. I, one situation could happen to two different people, and two different people could have completely different outcomes and outlooks and perspectives regarding that situation, man. So it's just about how you look at it, dude. I look at it as like, man, it was great, man, for me. It was great for me. So alhamdulillah. What's your favorite source? Sorry, BASA. What's your favorite source for learning about the Deen? Online lectures, reading, studying with someone local. Can you give some examples? Mixing it up, man. Mixing it up. The student of knowledge or the person who's learning, dude. Excuse me, dude. You never rely on one method. You need to mix it up, dude. So it's not really a favorite. I enjoy them all. I enjoy sitting in an actual durus, in an actual like class, lesson, right? Lecture, whatever you want to call it. Where there's a circle of brothers, right? And mashallah, our imam or our local scholar, our local sheikh is, imparting knowledge on us, man. There's there's nothing like toes to toes and nose to nose, right? Toes to toes, nose to nose, right? There's nothing like that in-person connection, man, and being around other people that have a similar you know ambition as you, right? That want similar results in their life as you, right? They want that they just have similar wants and needs as you. That's awesome, So you're sitting in the class, it's great, dude. And then at the same time, reading. I love to read. I love reading, man. So, grabbing a book and reading and then taking that information and then going back to your local imam that you trust and saying, hey, hey, I read this passage, I read this chapter in this book. Do I understand it correctly? Right? This is kind of how I understood it. This is how I conceptualize it. This is how I would practice it and implement it into my life, right? Unless it's like theoretical type stuff. Do I understand it? So then you go back and you share that information with your imam, and then they can either be like, "Yep, you got it," or they tweak it a little bit. And at the same time, online as well, listening to a lecture, right? Listening to a class, listening to a khutbah, listening to this and listening to that, man. I don't know. I don't really have a favorite personally. I think it's all needed. I think all those methods are are needed, man. And to rely solely on one method is, I think you're losing out. So hopefully that answers your question, man. But all of them, I like them all. Jazakallahu khairan. Bismillah. Nathan said, "What do you think about that?" What, when you said you're not doing anything on Halloween? Well, great. I mean, you should be doing something on Halloween. It's Halloween for some, but it's not Halloween for everybody. You know what I mean? Whatever day that is, what, December 30, no, not December 31st, October something. What is it? I don't know. I can't remember the day, dude. Halloween, whatever day that is, dude. October something or another, October 31st. Hey, man, that's a Sunday, dude, so I'm going to be filming regardless of, inshallah, as long as I'm living, dude. Like, just because it's Halloween for some people, dude, other people, it's a Sunday. It's a Sunday to worship Allah, get closer to Allah, whatever, dude. So we should all still be doing something, man. It doesn't mean you have to be doing something haram. Um, only one XYZ. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to you as well. Only one. How you doing? What's going on? How can I help you? How can I help you? Hey guys, if you have not already, dude, please join our Discord. That's something I forgot to mention. Join our Discord, dude. Alhamdulillah, it's growing. It's growing every day. Alhamdulillah, and more people are engaging. I think I had to kick them in the butt a little bit. Had a little bit, light a little bit of a fire under them, wake them up a little bit. But alhamdulillah, our Discord is growing, and we use this Discord as a an additional platform to help each other grow. Just like the title of today's live stream, "Become the Best Muslim You Can Be." Part of becoming the best Muslim you can be is accountability. Is like I said earlier, right? What's one of the things that I like to do? I like to sit in a class because I'm with other people. I'm surrounding myself with like-minded people that also want to learn, that also want to practice Islam, that also want to better themselves and become the best Muslim they can be, right? So that accountability and just that relatability and having, people around you and, having a circle of positive influence around you and support and reinforcement is absolutely critical to your success, inshallah, right? So that's what the Discord is all about, man, is helping each other. I'm helping you, you guys are helping me become the best Muslims that we can be. So if you have not already, please go in the description of this video and join our Discord. Absolutely free. Excuse me, doesn't cost anything. All it's going to cost is a little bit of your effort, a little bit of your time, and inshallah, you'll reap the benefits. And inshallah, you'll be good. This isn't powerlifting. What? Yeah, it's a live stream. Sorry, dude. Powerlifting is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Inshallah. Do you powerlift? Osman Clan, have you read about Sahaba biographies or listened to their stories? Of course, dude. Of course, man. Yeah, absolutely, man. How could you not, dude? Have I read every Sahaba story or biography? No, but there are definitely some that I've read and I really, really appreciate. In fact, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Um, Man, subhanAllah, what was his name? It's been so long since I thought about him. Al-Rum. I just know that it was Al-Rum. He's from Rome, I believe. He was Roman. SubhanAllah, what was his first name? May Allah have may Allah have mercy upon me. There was a certain Sahaba man that was basically he was bought as a slave and prior to Islam, and he escaped because he heard about the Prophet ﷺ, and he went to the Prophet ﷺ, and became a very wealthy merchant, and the people of Mecca, tried to prevent him from leaving because that's when the Prophet ﷺ went to Medina, and Suhaib al-Rumi, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and man, I just love his story, dude. How he became a wealthy merchant, and he was going to Medina to be with the Prophet ﷺ, and the Meccan people, they try to prevent him because he was bringing in money. He was bringing a lot of money, and he basically like they caught up to him, and oh no, at one point, because they basically were watching him, and he was on like full lockdown, like security, 24/7 for surveillance, man, and basically he pretended like he had diarrhea. SubhanAllah. He kept going back to the bathroom, like pretending like he had diarrhea, to the point where the guards were like, "Oh man, he's just going back. He's just, haha, he's got diarrhea." And they were saying that the guards were saying that like Lut and Uzza, like all these other gods or whatever, other false gods, like had given him diarrhea, which is just hilarious, dude. It's just so funny, man. And they're like, "Man, just whatever, dude. He's gonna have diarrhea for the rest of the day, rest of the evening." And he was just pretending, and then once those guards for lack of a better word, let the guard down, he booked it, man. He bounced, he took off, and they finally like recognized. They were like, "Oh snap, he played us." And they tried to catch up to him. They caught up to him, and he's like, basically, he took out his sheath, right? I think he took out his sword, or rather his sword, not sheath. He took out his sword. He's like, "Dude, I'm not gonna put the sword back into my sheath until your blood, all of your blood, is on this blade," basically. So And he's like, if all you want is my money, you went and told him where you buried it. And so they took the money, man. That's all they wanted. They just wanted his cash. And that just proves, man, a number of different things, man, that he sacrificed all that wealth, all that money. And money's a great thing. I want a ton of money. I would love a ton of money because I could do a lot of good with it, inshallah. Money's a wonderful thing if it's used properly as a tool. And money makes a difference in this world, man, whether you like it or not. But alhamdulillah, he gave it all away, so that he could go be with the Prophet ﷺ and the Sahaba. And it's absolutely beautiful story, man. So yeah, I believe Suhaib al-Rumi, if I'm not mistaken. May Allah forgive me if I'm incorrect. But that was one of my favorites, dude. Um, CA, what is your name? Joshua Angel. Joshua Angel. That's not made up. I didn't change my last name to Angel after I became a Muslim. That was what I was born with, man. What did your old band members say to you when you became a Muslim, man? They weren't happy at all, dude. I mean, one of my old band members was my younger brother. You know what I mean? One of my younger brother. See, the thing is, man, is that I picked up the guitar when I was 15, and then I started. People would say I started getting pretty good, and so I inspired my younger brother to pick up the guitar, and then he got amazing. And then my best friend at the time also got inspired, but he picked up the bass. And so I inspired all my band members, subhanAllah, I inspired all of them to pick up their instruments. And so you can imagine me being that type of influence and then telling them I'm not playing anymore, especially, because that's all we did, dude. Like literally that's all we did was talk about our dreams of being the biggest band in the world and practicing and constantly writing music, and that's all we focused on. That's all we talked about. So to go from that to saying, "Hey man, I'm not playing anymore. I'm selling all my stuff. I'm getting rid of all my gear, all my guitars, all my amps, all my pedals, everything is gone. I'm not playing anymore. I'm not listening to music anymore, etc., etc." Man, it was a bombshell on him, dude. And it was really hard. And we all lived together on top of that. We all lived together. So, yeah, man, it was really tough. It was really tough, man. And looking back almost 10 years, man, I don't know how I would do it any differently. There really is no easy way to drop that type of bombshell on someone, dude. But it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it, man. I had to focus on pleasing Allah, even if it displeased the creation of Allah. But they were not happy, dude. How Muslims become the good guys on American TV show. I have no idea what you're talking about, Nathan. How Muslims become the good guys on American TV show. I don't know, man. The good guys, man, is a lot of times that's so relative. Like that's so subjective, dude. Someone says, "Oh, he's a good guy," and really, he's not so good. Once the cameras turn off. So I'm not really sure what you mean, man. Um, Abdulaziz, is that what it is? Sorry, I'm looking at the Arabic kind of looks a little weird. I hope this is Abdulaziz. I think this is Abdulaziz. If not, I'm sorry. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi. I have no strong iman like you. Please pray for me getting better Muslim. Dude, I mean, my iman isn't, dude, you know, my iman isn't as strong as I'd like it to be either, dude. So, Kafil, Kafil Uddin, I have no strong iman like you. Please pray for me getting better Muslim. And it's all, dude, you gotta reflect, man. You gotta reflect. You gotta actually put this dunya in perspective, man. And I know it's easier said than done, but dude, you have to put this dunya in perspective, man. Like, this is not our life. This is fertile ground, right? If you look at a farm, you look at a farmland, right? This is fertile ground to put forth good deeds. And good deeds could be just meaning having sabr, where you're having calamities, you're having tests, but you're being patient upon the calamities and the tests that Allah Azza wa Jalla has decreed for you. That's good deeds, bro. So you just got to put this life in perspective and really try to put yourself to the best of your ability in the mindset of the hereafter, right? Whether that means the grave, whether that means Yom Qiyamah, the day of judgment, whether that means once Judgment Day is done and over with and everyone has been put in their rightful place, whether that means Jannah or that means Jahannam, like whatever, dude, you need to put yourself, you have to really think deeply, dude, and try your best to put yourself in the shoes of, the reality that is going to be the hereafter, inshallah. And one thing you have to ask yourself personally, man, and everyone's different, but you have to ask yourself, what are you motivated by? And what I mean by that is some people are more motivated by hope, right? By um, the pleasures of the hereafter, right? So some people, when they hear about Jannah and they hear about all the things that comes with Jannah, right? That motivates them to pray. That motivates them to read Quran. That motivates them to learn a hadith and to avoid sin and to do all these good deeds and be good to their parents and good to their wife and good to their husband. Do whatever, just be a good Muslim, inshallah. And there are other people that, yeah, mashallah, Jannah sounds good. Jannah sounds amazing. But they're more motivated by avoiding the hellfire. They're more motivated by that. They're more motivated by, dude, I don't want to be punished in the grave. I don't want to go to hellfire. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with the humiliation and embarrassment on Yom Qiyamah when Allah Azza wa Jalla is questioning me for all the evil that I did, all the sins that I committed. I don't want to go through that. So because of that, I'm going to what? Pray, read my Quran, read the same things that the other person is doing, but they have two completely different motives. One of them is Jannah. I mean, it's both Jannah, right, at the end of the day, but one of them, they're inspired by Jannah, and the other one, they are more concerned about avoiding the hellfire. And personally, that's me. Like, I'm the second, I'm the latter, personally for me. Um, I say, man, Jannah's that's a bonus, dude. Like, if I can just, if Allah were to say, look, dude, obviously Allah's not gonna talk like that, but if Allah were to say, Josh, you are not going to hellfire. You're not getting punished in the grave. You're not going to hellfire, but you aren't going to paradise either. Personally, I would consider that a win in my book. Personally, I'd be like, hey, as long as I'm not having to deal with that, cool. If you just turn me into nothing, right? Just I no longer exist. I consider that a win. I didn't go to hellfire. I didn't go to, I didn't deal with the punishment in the grave. Cool, dude. I mean, yeah, alhamdulillah. So to me, a Jannah is a bonus. So personally, my motive is trying to avoid punishment, right? So the whole point of that, man, is you have to really ask yourself what motivates you and then lean fully into that. Now, of course, you don't want to, you still want to, like the person who is inspired by Jannah, they still need to be reminded of the hellfire. They still need to be reminded of those things. And the person like me, I still need to be reminded of the good things of paradise, right? Of the amazing things of paradise, right? Of the amazing things that the believers are going to be given in the hereafter. I still need to be reminded of that. But 80%, maybe 70, 80% reminder of the punishment if I don't get my act together. So you have to figure out, who you are as an individual, what motivates you, and then lean fully into that, man. Lean fully into that, and inshallah, that will help your iman. Hopefully so. Bidnillah Azza wa Jal. Yep, they called him So El Rum, I think. Suhaib ibn Sinan El Rumi, full name. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Radiallahu anhu. Farhan, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Farhan, Barak appreciate you so much, man. It is simple that God is one. Why do you think there is people worship statues they built and humans? I mean, because that's Allah decreed that for them, and Shaitan misguided them, and again they overvalue their ancestors, they overvalue the awliya, quote unquote, right? The awliya of Allah, the saints, right, as they say, and they don't fully under personally. I mean, the truth is they just don't understand Allah. Personally, they don't understand. These things were like, you go to a confessional booth, right, for Catholicism. You go to a confessional booth. Why do we go to a confessional booth? Because you basically believe that you need a middleman to who is quote unquote more righteous than you, an Olia, a saint, whatever. This person is closer to God, and so they can put in a good word for you. Hey, God, forgive this person, because they don't understand how merciful Allah is. They don't understand that you don't need a middleman to get between you and Allah, right? You go directly to Allah for everything, whether you need forgiveness or you need a job, or I'm saying you're in a bind, you're in a jam and you need something or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't understand Allah personally. You just think that you can't go directly to Allah and you have to go via this middleman, whether it's a statue, a preacher, pastor, excuse me, a father, or whatever. I'm saying the grave, etc., etc., man. You just don't understand Allah. Verily, you will never leave anything for the sake of Allah Almighty that He will place with something better. Yep, no doubt. Mustafa, my man, what's happening, dude? Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi. What's happening, Mustafa? How you doing, bro? Bro, I'm visiting my mom's house. They have this guard dog, and he keeps going crazy unless I have you on mute. It's fun a lot. Assalamu alaikum, bro. Hope you're in best of health, and you, man. You as well, bro. You as well, man. Hope that too, bro. Jazakallah khairan. Isn't that scary, man, being non-existent? It's scarier being punished in the grave or punished in the hair, punishment in hellfire, dude. I'm cool with not existing, man, if that means I can avoid that. But obviously, that's not the option, right? That's not the option. It's one or the other. Either you go to hellfire or you go to paradise, or you go to hellfire and then you go to paradise if you're a Muslim. Um, so yeah, man. Hellfire is scary, man. Punishment in the grave is scary. A little weird, but Islam fit my life before felt too tight shoes. I found Islam and felt right in my skin for the first time. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, Kim. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, personally, like Islam is something I have definitely had to grow into. Personally, for me, it it didn't. Um, Here's my thing, man, and it could just be just years and years of disobedience at the end of the day, right? But I've always been the rebellious type. It's just as long as I can recall, and a lot of that I'm sure had to do with just anger and resentment and a lot of things that took place in my life as in my childhood and things like that, and a lot of things that I went through. But I've always been like the rebellious type. I've always been against authority. I've always been against people telling me what to do. I'm my own man. I'm my own person. I'm my own individual. Ain't nobody finna tell me what to do with my life. And that's how I've always been, dude. So like that, honestly, like of all the things, the music and all the different things that I said I wasn't gonna do anymore when I accepted Islam, I think the thing that people were most shocked about was they knew my personality. They knew how rebellious I was, how like basically anti-authority, and I don't do well with cops. I don't do well with teachers. I don't do well with nobody, dude. Like, don't tell me what to do. And going from that to saying submit now wa ta'na. I hear and I obey Allah and His Messenger. I don't see Allah. I don't see the Messenger. Yet and still, submitna wa ta'na. I hear and I obey. So I think that was probably one of the most shocking things about my, you know, reversion to Islam or conversion, whatever you want to call it, man. Um, was that I was so like anti freaking taking orders from anybody, dude. So it's something that I have had to work on very hard for the last 9 years is wrestling and reining in that nefs, because I don't know, I just my natural inclination is just to be like, don't tell me what to do. I'm not taking orders. So yeah, it wasn't as smooth as a transition for me, but alhamdulillah, I'm glad it fit you just right. Alhamdulillah. Derek Steele, Salamu Alaykum, I'm new here. Yeah, I could tell. I'm pretty good at recognizing the names of the regulars. So thank you so much for being here, Derek. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi. Where are you from? Where are you from, Derek? Where you watching from? And I appreciate you. These live streams are all about helping you. We deal with all things mindset, relationship, and marriage advice, and the everyday Muslim struggle. So those are basically things that am an expert at. Inshallah, I'm continually learning, but I've that's something that I focus on is mindset, marriage, and relationship advice, and the Muslim struggle. So any way that I can help you, this isn't just to talk about me. I try to relate certain experiences I have to basically um, help you out if I feel it'll help you. But this is about you guys. So any way I can help you, man, just let me know. My friend, this is the right path. Inshallah. Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. Peace sound. No doubt. Morocco. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, we have a lot of people from Morocco, Derek. Alhamdulillah. You're not the first. We have a lot of people from Morocco. Jazakallah khair, man. You guys are awesome. What do you think your life would have been if you were born in a Muslim family? I mean, there's no telling, man. There's no telling. Because the thing is that sometimes, as I say, sometimes you don't value a thing until you know its opposite, right? So if I was born into a Muslim family, Allah alam if I'd be practicing right now. You see that a lot, man. Plenty of people are born into a Muslim family and they're not practicing because firstly, maybe their families aren't practicing, right? And they're just Muslim by name. There's Muslim by culture, but really there's no deen in their house. They don't pray. They don't do anything, man. Um, or hardly anything, right? So a lot of times you don't really value a thing or appreciate a thing until you know its opposite. And I lived the majority of my life in darkness, right? Dalalun mubin, clear darkness and misguidance, as Allah says. I was 22 when I accepted Islam. I'm 31 now. So that means for the overwhelming majority of my life, I was in utter darkness. Dhum ala dhum ala dhum. I mean, darkness upon layer of darkness upon layer of darkness, man. So um, because I know that so well, and because I can still vividly remember what it was like back then and the mindset that I was in, and what I held true about the world and my perspective on the world and all those different things, man, and my behavior and everything, because I know it so well and I can still recall that so vividly, it really puts things in perspective on how to appreciate Islam. So if I was born to a Muslim family, man, I might not even be practicing right now. I might not even appreciate, the fact that, you know, I may have been read Bukhari and the Quran and see how Sahih Muslim and Arba'in Nawawi and this one and that one, right? Because when I was a kid, dude, I didn't know Quran. I had no idea the Quran existed. I had no idea about Sahih Bukhari or Sahih Muslim or um, a Jami' Tirmidhi or whatever, dude. Like I didn't know those things. I didn't know those things existed, man. So a lot of Muslims, man, that are born into Muslim family, they just don't understand like what they've been given, dude. So I don't know. Allah knows best. Did you convert anybody before? Well, honestly, man, no one from my immediate family or my direct family. The only thing is that I've had a couple people, and all praises for Allah, I've had a couple people on like the live streams tell me that they've accepted Islam through my efforts, and all praises for Allah, um, which is it's absolutely amazing. But yeah, man, no one from my father's side or my mother's side have accepted Islam, to my knowledge, and definitely not through me. So, but yeah, maybe a couple people from you guys, from the live, people who watch the live stream, dude, and watch my videos. Hanif Razak. I am from San Francisco Bay Area, dude. That's where a lot of metal came from, man. I'm a former metal guitar player, so yeah, a lot of thrash metal came out from that area. SubhanAllah. Bule Bule. Assalamu alaikum from Singapore. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How you doing? Like I said, I'm visiting my mom's house. Say what's up to your mom for me, dude. Do you ever attend family occasions with your wife and Adam, or do you avoid them? I hope not. Hope not too personal question. Come on, man. Come on, dude. You not know me by now, bro? Do you really think you're gonna ask too personal of a question? The only personal questions that I'm not gonna answer are like, hey man, like when did you last have sex with your wife? You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. Like that's pretty personal, dude. Other than that, dude, like I'm pretty sure by now you should know that I'm an open book, man. Um, yeah, dude. Yeah, of course, man. I just went and visited my mom the other day, man. Last week? Was it last week? Maybe 2 weeks ago. Something like that. Yeah. I mean, took Adam out there, visited my mom, and yeah, man. Her and her husband, and of course, dude. So, yeah, absolutely, dude. You're supposed to, man. You're supposed to. I get inspired a lot by the revert stories like you. Alhamdulillah, man. I don't look at myself as too special, man. I just look at myself as a normal, everyday guy, man. I don't see nothing too special about me. I need a spouse, but I'm afraid because a lot of my friends are having problems with marriage. Well, yeah, Derek, I get that. I understand that, but you also have to ask yourself, man, like again, your perspective, dude. What's your perspective? There's a lot of people having problems in their marriage, and is there also people who are having great marriages? Yes or no? Are there people that have great marriages, healthy relationships, phenomenal, flourishing, marriages, dude, that get better every single year? Are there, or are they non-existent? If there are, man, then again, it just depends on, what are you looking at? What you focus on is what you're gonna see, man. What you focus on is what you're gonna see. So if you're continually focusing on your friends and your family, which I get, I understand, dude, because honestly, man, for the overwhelming majority of my life, that's all I saw too. That's all I saw too. Honestly, I think maybe I can honestly say two two marriages, I think, in all my years, 31 years, like two marriages, dude, that I saw that I was like, oh, that's not toxic. They actually think it kind of looks like they're in love. It kind of looks like after all these years they still like each other. You know what I mean? So I totally get that that it seems like the overwhelming majority of people are not in very good marriages and not very good relationships, man. But a lot of times, man, there's a number of different reasons, man. Communication, transparency, people um, not communicating, people not taking accountability for their own actions, people pointing the finger at the other person and not ever looking themselves in the mirror. You know, a lot of times, man, my advice is if you get into a relationship, man, uh, focus on fulfilling that person's rights, right? Focus on, the Muslim husband and Muslim wife, we have rights. There are certain things that the husband has been given in right from Allah and his messenger, alayhi salatu wasalam, that are due to the man. And there are also things that are due to the woman. It is your responsibility to figure out what those are, to read those books, to listen to those lectures, right? To get that knowledge of what your spouse is rightfully due. Then is your job to focus on that. Don't focus on what they're not doing for you or what they're doing for you. I mean, what I mean by that is like if they're doing great things, alhamdulillah, acknowledge it. But focus more so on what you're giving to the relationship. Because inshallah, if you focus on giving them their rights, right, making sure that they're happy, they're satisfied, they're fulfilled, they're taken care of, then inshallah, if you married a good one, by default, they will focus on giving you your rights and you'll be happy as well, man. You'll be happy as well. So I would say a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't focus on what they're giving in the relationship. They only focus on what they're not getting, right? So that's something that I would personally advise just from experience. Um, both seeing people do the opposite of what I'm telling you and from my own personal marriage, man. So focus on open communication, focus on always trying to improve yourself, focus on what you're giving to your spouse, and inshallah, man, you'll have a successful marriage as long as it's upon kitab and sunnah, as long as it's upon the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, like the belly of the whale. And of course, Derek Stills, I know you're new here, dude. So my wife and I, we do live streams on Sunday. So tomorrow, inshallah, we do weekly Sunday live streams on marriage and marriage advice and relationship advice and things like that. But again, in the body of the description of this video that you're watching, there is a playlist, which I'm gonna share with you right now, inshallah. There is a playlist called How to Find Your Dream Spouse, Inshallah. That's what it's called, right? How to Find Your Dream Spouse, Inshallah. I'm about to share it with you now. Just whenever you get a chance, you can watch it, go through it, find what's useful to you. And let me see if oh, yep, that was right. I'm gonna go ahead and share the link with you, and you can go ahead and just whenever you have some time, man, go ahead and check it out. There's a lot of do's, a lot of don'ts, a lot of things that you should avoid, a lot of things that you should do to help you find the best, inshallah, the best spouse for you, man. And this is from, a lot of experience, dude, a lot of experience. So let me go ahead and put that in the chat if I can find it. There we go. All right. Derek, right? Yeah, Derek. Derek Stills. We're gonna go get that dream spouse, bro. Boom. All right. So check that out, dude, and hopefully that helps you, inshallah. Darkness at the belly of the sea. What's your advice? Yep. Oh yeah, I didn't even read that. What's your advice? So yeah, you got my advice before I even read your comment, man. Be careful of online marriage sites, but they can help maybe. Yeah, I mean, dude, here's the thing, man, is that people say, to your point, Matt, they say, hey, man, be careful of marriage sites. They're dangerous. Let's ask ourselves a critical question. Are the overwhelming majority of marriages in the world locally, meaning someone that you met personally, or someone online? The overwhelming majority of marriages. I think it would safe to say that the best, or that the overwhelming majority of marriages are in person and not online. Yet and still, look how much divorce we have. Look how much toxic relationships we have, right? So online marriage ain't the problem. It's the people. It's the people, man. I mean, alhamdulillah, my wife and I, we found each other online, and we've been married 8 years. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum. Please refer any dua to protect from COVID. Mohid, I mean, honestly, dude, just do your thing, man. Just honestly, dude, I don't make dua for COVID. Personally, I take care of myself. I have tawakkul in Allah. Alhamdulillah. I take care of myself. I try my best to eat properly. I work out. I have a healthy immune system, alhamdulillah. And that's really important for fighting off COVID or any other diseases, dude, is having a healthy immune system. Eat well, sleep well, train well, like work out, right? Move. Whether that means soccer, whether that means lifting a barbell, whether that means going for a jog or a hike or whatever you like to do. Move. Get out. Get some, you know, fresh air, man. Like break a sweat. So that's really what you need to focus on, man, is not stop stressing about COVID. If you get COVID, you get COVID, dude. Honestly, the overwhelming majority of people do not die from COVID. They don't die from COVID, the overwhelming majority. So, like, if you get COVID, it's gonna suck. You're gonna feel like crap, but inshallah, you'll get through it and you'll live to see another day, inshallah. So, stop overly stressing about COVID or anything like that, man. Just take care of yourself, sleep well, eat well, train well, try your best to manage your stress levels, and just make the regular dua, man. That the prescribed dua that the Prophet ﷺ, taught us to say in the mornings and the evenings, right? After Fajr, there's certain dua, a whole list of dua, man, that the Prophet ﷺ, recommended us to say, and you can find that in Hisnul Muslim, the Fortress of the Muslim. You can get the app. You can get the $5 booklet off of Amazon, or what it might even be like $2 now, $3, Allahu Alam. But if anything, you can get the app. Just download Hisnul Muslim, man, Fortress of a Muslim, and read the recommended car in the morning and the evening, bro. Inshallah, it'll be all right. Golden State Warriors. Bro, I don't watch any type of sports, man, so I don't know. Wow, you can visit your mother. Make dua for my mother who passed away last year, spawned during Ramadan on Friday, smack middle of Ramadan. Inshallah, that's khair, man. On a Friday during Ramadan, that's a good day to go, man. That's a good day to go. Jumu'ah on Ramadan, man, that's a good day to go, man. So inshallah, may Allah give your mother Firdaus al-A'la بغير حساب العقاب, without any type of, punishment or accountability. Allahumma ameen. Why did you choose the name Adam? Essentially, my wife chose the name Adam, and that's because she wanted to choose something that was basically easy for my non-Muslim family to pronounce. Like if we were to say like Abdul Razak, or what I'm saying, like something like that, it'd probably be pretty hard for them not to butcher that name. So she just wanted to choose something that was, generally easy for our family to, whether my family to pronounce, and that was still an Islamic name. Hey, buddy, what you doing? Hold on, guys, one sec. I think my son might need a diaper change for real. Hold on one sec. Hey guys, I don't know what you guys want to do. My son definitely needs a diaper change. I'm on dad duty right now. We try our best to be as professional as possible, but as a parent, life happens, dude. So if you guys want to stick around, I'll try to be quick. But my son does need a serious diaper change, bro. So if you guys want to stick around, that's fine. If you guys just want to stop here and we can talk tomorrow, that's fine as well. Just let me know. But I got to go take care of this diaper. So if you guys just want to talk amongst yourselves, you can go ahead and do that. I have to go ahead and change this young man's diaper. All right. So if I come back and all you guys are gone, then I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully, I helped you guys in some way, shape, or form. If you want to support the channel, there's a number of different links in the description. You can pick up some merch. You can become a Patreon. You can support me at GoFundMe, whatever, Cash App, PayPal, all that stuff really helps the channel, man. We really, really appreciate those who have donated and supported the channel so that we can, buy better equipment, we can travel, we can do a bunch of different cool stuff, man, inshallah. And it really does help the channel, guys. So, Jackal Khair. But, if anything, if you guys are back here, then we'll just continue talking for a little bit longer. But I got to change this diaper, bro. I'll be back. Peace. I'll be right back. We are back, man. That was a serious. That was a serious diaper, dude. All right, let's see what we got here. I don't want to get married. Man, that's terrible, man. Nathan, or I can't. Well, you could. You could get married. Um, I mean, it's from the Sunnah. You know, the Prophet ﷺ, he was married. The Sahaba were married. All the prophets were married. The Prophet ﷺ encouraged, you know, people to get married, man. So, Ashra al-Haq, Allah bless you as well, Jackal Khair. Hanif, that's special. I'll make dua. Beard is long but beautiful, Jackal Khair. Jackal Khair to you, Derek. Appreciate you, man. Where are the best places to learn martial arts? Man, I don't know, dude. Like, what do you mean? Like, because I don't know where you live. I think you're in Texas, if I'm not mistaken, right? Texas, Kim? Um, but yeah, I don't, where are the best places, man? It just, man, what would I say? What would I say? I mean, really, you gotta do your research, I guess. You gotta just be thorough and do your due diligence and find out who's actually, you know, legitimate. Because there's a lot of there's a lot of people out there who claim a lot of stuff, man, especially with martial arts, man, and it's man, they're just selling snake oil, basically. Um, so yeah, dude, I would say just do your due diligence. I don't really know specifically where to go for martial arts, man. I mean, unless you go to the main source, right? If you go to like was it you go to Taiwan or something like that, learn Muay Thai or something like that. Is that where I don't know, is that where Muay Thai's at? Go to like the main country where it originated from, maybe. Hello, Alam. I gotta go, bro. See you tomorrow on your live stream. Inshallah, I struggle with depression, but I'm trying to keep up with your videos. Man, I know you're not watching anymore, bro, but hey, man, we all struggle with depression, dude, from time to time, man. Hey, we all have our good days and our not so good days, man. No name. Salamu Alaykum, bro. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, Kim, for allowing me to do my dad thing. Yep, had to do that. Great father is there. Yeah. I mean, it's not really a great father, dude. It's just kind of, what am I supposed to do? Let him chill in that diaper? It's not a great father. That's just supposed to be what a father does, man. There's absolute silence in the video. I feel like a ghost is gonna appear any second right now. SubhanAllah. It is horror mood. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Start cueing some Jaws music. Muhammad Musa, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What's happening, man? How can I help you, brother Muhammad? Thank you so much for being here. How can I help you, dude? I'm gonna give you guys a little surprise. I'm shaving my head, bro. As soon as we get off this live stream, inshallah. As soon as we get this live stream, I'm gonna go get a haircut. Bzzz, take it all off, man. It's that time, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and take it all off and probably grow it all back again. So, when is your live tomorrow? CR7. It's same time as always. So Saturdays, Saturdays are 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, right? Central Standard Time, 9 a.m. on Saturdays, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time on Sundays, right? So 9 a.m. Saturday, 8 a.m. Sunday. Every single week without fail, inshallah. I love your content, Aki. You said in order to be healthy, eat well, sleep well, exercise well, and control stress. How do you control stress? Yeah, I mean, it's something, dude, that literally sometimes it's a minute by minute thing, you know? Sometimes it's a minute by minute thing, but there's certain things that you can do or say um, that kind of help. You know what I mean? So you kind of stick a fork in the road when it comes to certain patterns that we have mentally, right? Certain emotions that we have mentally, patterns we have emotionally, right? If you have a natural pattern to get stressed out, to become anxious, become overwhelmed, become frustrated, right? This is a pattern. You find yourself in the same emotional state all of the time. I'm not saying you, but if this is a situation that you're in, then there's certain things that you can do to basically divert that that emotion or that emotional pattern that you have by simply saying something like, and firmly, like being firm in that intention and saying to yourself, whether you say it verbally, like orally out loud, or whether you just say it silently to yourself, you could say something like, I don't do overwhelm. I don't do overwhelm. I don't get frustrated. I don't, right? And then it immediately, like for a moment, like diverts that pattern. That pattern is like basically the pattern's a straight line, right? Pattern's a straight line. Oh my God, I'm being overcome with anxiety and frustration and stress and all these things. And then all of a sudden you go, I don't do overwhelm. And it like interrupts it, right? Yeah, where the things like, whoa, 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 what? No, hold on. That threw me off my path. I was on a straight path. I was coming right for you. And then you just kind of diverted me. And that's just some things that I've learned myself is now there's more to it, but that's the first step. You could say something as simple as, look, I don't do overwhelm. I don't do this whole freaking drowning in anxiety, right? And then once you say that to yourself, then it for a moment, right? It kind of puts things in perspective and allows you to take a breather and say, what can I do right now to alleviate this anxiety? Instead of just being anxious all the time, frustrated all the time, stressed out all the time, which, we all deal with a lot of that, man. But one thing you can do, again, is just like, for instance, if I was really stressed out or if I was overwhelmed or something like that, I just go, dude, I don't do overwhelm. I don't accept that for myself, is basically what I'm trying to say, right? I don't accept that I'm just drowning in anxiety and stressed out and it's ruining my life. I don't allow that. I don't tolerate that. So when I'm starting to feel myself become anxious, when I feel myself becoming overwhelmed, all these different things. And overwhelm is a good thing, dude. Overwhelm means that you're doing something outside your comfort zone. So overwhelm is good. If you're overwhelmed by a lot of stuff, a lot of times that means that if it's overwhelmed with the right thing, right? When you start a business, you start a brand new business, a side hustle, and you're overwhelmed, that's good initially because that means that you're stepping outside your comfort zone and you're learning, you're adapting, you're learning new things. Now, if you're overwhelmed to the point where you need to start, delegating stuff, that's a different story, but that's a whole different topic. But anyways, point is, man, is that you can say something like, I don't accept stress. I don't accept this. I don't do stress. And then for a moment, again, it diverts that pattern to give you enough time to think, okay, now that I said I don't do stress, what can I do to alleviate this stress? Well, I could take this action, I could do this thing, I could call this person, I could take this off my plate, etc., etc., etc. So that's just one way of dealing with stress, man. Um, let's see what we got here. How to control stress. Yeah, so that's an example, man. Um, and there's gonna be stress in your life, but at the end of the day, action cures anxiety. Action alleviates anxiety. When you take action and you don't live passively and you do your best to get control of the situation, like you'll be a lot less stressed out, man, inshallah. A lot less stressed out. And sometimes, again, you just need to, maybe it's something that you're stressed out about that you need to go find a mentor. You need to go find an advisor. You need to go find a friend. You need to go find someone who's in a similar situation as you or has been in a similar situation as you, and you get advice from them and say, hey, man, where you just keep hitting a brick wall, right? You're trying, but you just keep hitting this brick wall. Okay, now you go to this person that you trust and you know that they've been through this situation and you know that they overcame it. And then they can give you some advice. They can give you a tweak. They can give you some type of insights that maybe you didn't think about before, and it can alleviate your stress as well. So those are just a couple ways, man. I'm from Egypt, and it's 5:23 p.m. now. So what time now on your clock so I can know the difference? It is 10:30 in the morning right now. So it would have been 10. It would have been 10:23 when you asked the question. 10:23 a.m. my time. Your videos make me feel better. Alhamdulillah, Nathan. Talking to you guys makes me feel better too. So, alhamdulillah. Muhammad Musa, that means building mindset, right? Yep. And the keyword is building, man. It's not born with mindset, right? It's not something you were just born with. And if you have it, you have it. And if you don't, you don't. You use the proper word, building. This is something that anybody can learn. Mindsets are something anybody can learn. No matter your circumstances, no matter your situation, no matter your background, no matter the color of your skin, no matter the your economic status or this or that or the other. Mindsets are something, both negative mindsets and positive mindsets. Both mindsets that reinforce positive, things that actually support you, right? That further you down the path that you are treading, that you're trying to go after in terms of the khair of this world, the good of this world. Yeah. And the negative, man, you can learn either one, dude. You can learn either one. You can build either one. The beach can be a refreshing place that makes you feel better the longer you're there. See, I personally like um the forest, man. Mm-mm. Go. What's up, buddy? What do you want? What do you need? Hey, come here. What do you want? Sorry, guys. One sec. What? What's up? What do you need, buddy? Um, kids. But yeah, man. If that's what makes you feel good, alhamdulillah, man, that's great. Go to the beach, dude. Personally, I like the forest, man. Personally, I like the wilderness. That's where I like to be. Obviously, you guys have seen in plenty of my videos me taking you to different lakes, different hiking trails, different things like that, man. That's kind of where I like to be personally. CR7. Hey, Epath, real quick, bro. Hey, what is that profile picture, dude? Like, what is that? Because I see that profile picture like all the time, dude. In fact, I seen it today and I thought it was you, but it was some other person. 'Cause I was looking at my analytics, my YouTube analytics this morning, and it was telling me like what other channels you guys watch. And one of the channels had that profile picture, and I'm like, what is that, dude? Like, what is that thing? Anyways, CR7, how do you get rid of bad memories? I don't think you do. I don't think you do. I don't think it's something that you can erase. I don't I don't think you get rid of bad memories, man. I think what you do is personally, I think what you do is and a proof for what I'm saying, a proof for what I'm saying that you can't get rid of bad memories is look at people who are unfortunately, well, hawla wala quwwata illa billah, they're junkies, man. Absolutely drug dependent 101%. That's their life. Whether it's heroin, fentanyl, crack, cocaine, you know, alcohol, whether it's this one or that one, right? You listen to them, those memories don't go away, dude. Those memories don't go away no matter how much drugs and alcohol and everything that they take. Those memories never go away that they're trying to run away from. So to me, there's only, well, one of the solutions is the main solution that I have found in my personal life and the bad memories that I have, bad experiences that I have or I've had is, again, like I talked about in one of my recent videos. I talked about in my recent videos the invisible habits that changed my life. I just dropped that video just recently. I think that was my most recent video. It's called, oh sorry, 2 videos ago. 2 videos ago. These invisible habits changed my life forever. And one of those is reframing your trauma, reframing the bad memories, reframing the bad stuff that happened in your life, right? So instead of looking at it as it's just a bad memory and that's it, there's no hair in it, there's no good in it, nothing good came out of it whatsoever. It's just 101% bad. I'm a victim. This happened to me, and just living miserably for the rest of your life. Now it's time to reframe that bad memory and look at what can I learn from it? What did it teach me? And in that video, I mentioned that trauma gives you superpowers. It gives you superpowers. And a lot of us, we don't, we take our superpowers for granted. We, these things that Allah has given us, we overlook them and we don't appreciate them. And a superpower could be something like, because something happened traumatically in your life as a child, or excuse me, in your teenage years or in your adult years or whatever, it made you super empathetic. Something that a lot of people struggle with today is empathy. A lot of people struggle with being empathetic and putting themselves emotionally in another person's shoes and really trying to understand from that person's perspective. A lot of us, we struggle with this. So if that trauma like developed this quote unquote superpower to become incredibly empathetic, that is an amazing quality that is going to get you very far in life, man. To be able to connect with people on an emotional level is something that's very powerful. It can make you very influential. You know what I'm saying? It can really help you in life. That's a superpower. Another superpower is, maybe it taught you, that you aren't going to stand for injustice because you were wronged, because you were abused or whatever. You will not tolerate that. And when you see it happening to somebody else, like most people just live passively. They just stand on the sidelines. They don't want to speak up. They're afraid. They're afraid of confrontation, right? A lot of us, we just, when we see something going down, we just wait for the person next to us to do something about it, to speak up and say something about it. So if you have the ability to be like, I ain't fitting to stand for this, dude, and you're gonna speak up and you're gonna take action and change it, that's a superpower. So the point is, man, is that when you look at your trauma, when you look at your bad memories, and you ask yourself, what superpowers did this give me? And don't tell yourself you didn't have any, dude. That don't let yourself off the hook that easy. Because right now, your current circumstances of just remembering your bad memories isn't helping you. It isn't helping you. And this is going to be something that you're going to probably oppose initially. Well, I don't have superpowers. Nothing good came from this trauma. You don't know my situation. I understand, dude. Trust me. I've been through a lot, and I've seen a lot of other people go through a lot. You know, but there is good in every situation, man. If you choose to look for it. If you choose to look for it. So I would say, try your best to reframe that trauma, that bad memory, look at it in a new perspective, ask yourself what lessons you learned from it, ask yourself what superpowers you may have developed from that, right? Whether that means having thicker skin, standing up for injustice, being empathetic, and the list goes on. Inshallah, that helps you so that you don't have to necessarily rid yourself of bad memories, but you can use those bad memories to become, as we said, the best Muslim that you possibly can. Wallahu alam. I'm late to the party. Pat, you're funny, bro. Do you speak Arabic? I can read Arabic. I don't speak Arabic like in conversation, but I can read Arabic. Alhamdulillah. His pick is Marvel Hero. But who? I don't know who that is. I don't Marvel Hero. I don't know. We're raising awareness for the Uyghur Muslims being oppressed by CCP without means to defend themselves. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I was like, what is that, dude? Um, is it Asr for you there? Nope. It's not even Duhur. Duhur doesn't come in for like, I don't know. Let's see. What time does Duhur come in here? Bismillah. 2 hours and 8 minutes till Dhuhr. MashaAllah, Thomas Maghrib, Allah Akbar. Muhammad Musa, Ahi. Sometimes I think of the other brothers and sisters in Islam who have difficulties in understanding Arabic. I think that Allah will ask me, us, why we didn't help them. What can we do? I mean, uh, if it's something that you specialize in, man, if it's something, then offer a service, man. If that's something that's a big concern of yours, go ahead and offer a service. Make it public, make it known. Start marketing yourself as someone who can teach people who don't understand Arabic or don't know Arabic, you can teach them, right? If it's something that you're actually qualified to teach. Or if anything, man, just appreciate appreciate what Allah gave you and use it. Use that Arabic. Are you using Arabic yourself to understand the Quran, to read the tafsir, to memorize the Quran, to read the ahadith, to read the commentary of the ahadith, to read the biographies of the Sahaba, to read the biographies of Tabi'in and Atba Tabi'in? Are you using Arabic? Like, dude, are you using it and benefiting it yourself? Right? And if you're not taking full advantage of it yourself, then focus on that, dude. Or do both. Focus on that and teach others. But that's really all you can do, man. If that's a big concern of yours, if you're really concerned about Allah asking you, then first you have to ask yourself, did you benefit from it? Did you truly benefit and maximize that ability of reading Arabic and understanding Arabic? And then, if you have the capability and uh, if you have the ability to teach and actually know what you're talking about, then Bismillah, start marketing yourself, dude. Brother Ozone, how many hours do you sleep, bro? Since Adam, buddy, stay over there. Okay, thank you. You can play right here. Play right there. It's fine. How many hours do you sleep, bro? Since you wake up at 3 a.m. I'm trying to start waking up early as well to become more productive. So I go to bed. Obviously, it depends on Isha. Isha is basically the determining factor of when I go to sleep. And Isha has been getting pretty late. Lately, it's I don't know 9:30 or something like that when Isha comes in, 9:35, something like that. So basically, what I do is I'm preparing myself. I got everything I need to get ready for the next day. All that's taken care of. The only thing I'm waiting on is Isha to come in. As soon as Isha comes in, I make Salah, I offer Salah, I pray Salatul Isha, and then as soon as I'm done praying Salatul Isha, I'm in the bed. So that could be 9:30, 9:35, and so yeah, that's basically. So it really depends on Salatul Isha, man. If Salatul Isha comes in at 9 o'clock, then I'm going to bed after 9 o'clock. If it's 8:30, going to bed after 8:30. It just really depends on when Salatul Isha comes in. So I pray Isha and then I go to bed, man. And really, dude, it just you have to find to the best of your ability, what works best for you. Some people don't work that well early in the morning. Some people are more productive in the evenings, late evenings. Some people are, you really got to find out what works for you, man. Now, the overwhelming majority of the people, yeah, overwhelming majority of the people, they do best and they're most productive in the mornings. And one of the reasons is because of decision fatigue. One of the reasons is decision fatigue because if you actually analyze yourself throughout the day, you self-reflect, by a certain time in the day. For me, it's about 2, 3 o'clock or something like that. I start like having like this energy dip and mental dip where I've made so many decisions throughout the day that by 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, I'm like, dude, I don't want to make any more decisions, or I start making decisions that, if I didn't do the things I needed to do early in the morning, I would probably put them off or not do them as well as I could. And that is because I'm just mentally fatigued because I made so many decisions throughout the day. So that's why it's really, a lot of people they do better in the mornings because decision fatigue is a real thing, dude. And so you are able to execute there's a lot less willpower that's needed. There's not as much, if any, negotiation with yourself. Should I do it? Should I not do it? But I don't really feel like doing it, but I know I need to do it, etc., etc. That's all mental energy that is taxing you mentally, physically, emotionally. It just taxes you. So I try to get as much done as I can in the mornings when I don't have to have those decisions and that negotiations and then back and forth, should I do it, but I don't feel like doing it, etc., in my mind. Because I know every time I'm having those conversations, all it is wasting my time, and it's just like a hole in a boat. You know what I'm saying? Put a hole in a boat, it's gonna start filling up with water, and it's gonna eventually sink to the bottom of the ocean, or the bottom of the sea, or the bottom of the lake. And so I that's why I do my stuff early in the morning, dude. Your son started singing, did he? It's possible, yeah. Did you learn Arabic from the internet? Yeah, man. So it's pretty crazy. I did. I don't know. Was it? I guess 7, 8 years ago. I met a professor in Egypt who spoke zero English. I spoke zero Arabic. He was yeah, like I said, he was a professor in Egypt, and we did the Skype calls. He had like a Skype whiteboard, and I had my little booklet, and yeah, that's how I learned Arabic. Now I did have help because I had a buddy with me, Feria. Shout out to Feria. He helped me because he knew a little bit of Arabic, so he could help me with things I just wasn't understanding. I'd have to ask him like, bro, what's he saying? What's he asking? I don't get it. But yeah, just learned from a guy who spoke zero English and I spoke zero Arabic over a Skype call about 8 years ago, man. Obviously, multiple Skype calls, but yeah. Did you do Hajj before? No, I have not. That's definitely something I want to do. That's something I definitely want to do, inshallah. Umrah and Hajj, for sure. For sure. May Allah make it easy for me. Isha for me is 11:20 these days in Canada. I'm trying to find a balance. Huh? What? 11:20? Nah, hold on. I can't be understanding that right. Hold on. I'm about to. You should prayer time. I'm about to see if I'm understanding this right. Whoa, dude. 8:51 is Maghrib and 10:49 is. Oh man, that is rough, dude. Allahu Akbar. 3:30 is Fajr. Subhanallah. Dude, how do you do it? That'd be tough, bro. Subhanallah. That is crazy. Dean Ballin, yup, facts. Rizwan, Salamu Alaykum. Wa Alaikum Salam wa Rahmatullahi. How you doing, man? What's up, bro? What's your advice to someone who is ambitious but always falls prey to self-sabotage, especially with coming to overeating and oversleeping? Yeah, I mean, I dealt with self-sabotage, man, in my early days when I was really trying to pursue like, the self-improvement, self-development journey, whatever you want to call it. I felt, I felt, I fell prey to it. So one thing that really helped me personally is something that's called the power list. I've talked about this a lot. This is how I did it. All right. You can choose to do it any way you want. You don't even have to do it. Obviously, you don't have to take my advice at all. But if you want to take my advice, if you want to give it a shot, let me ask you a question. All right. Let me ask you a question. How many times, and this is for everybody, how many times would you say you look at your phone every day? Now, you can put in the comments or you don't, you can just answer it yourself, but ask yourself the question like, legitimately, how many times do you think you look at your phone and you find yourself scrolling and you're like, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, like it's become such a habit that like you don't even, you're like, when did I pick up my phone? I don't even remember picking up my phone. And you're just going through whatever. You're going through Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever, dude. Email, right? How many times are you picking up your phone every single day? My guess is probably at least 100, maybe 150, maybe 200, maybe more. Once you've answered that question, I want you to answer another question, which is how many times have you looked at the goals that you say you want to achieve in your life? How many times do you look at your goals every single day? Like, you said maybe a lot of us, we had New Year's resolutions, right? January 1st, I'm going to start this diet. I'm going to start this fitness regimen. I'm going to start my side hustle. I'm going to go, I'm going to improve my marriage. I'm going to go get married or blah, blah, whatever. I'm going to, do these goals that we have for ourselves. Okay. How many times have you looked at your goals today? Just today. How many times have you looked at your goals? My guess is probably that many times. So if you look at your phone about 100, 150, 200 plus times a day, and you look at your goals 0 times a day, how can you ever expect to achieve them? So the point of all this is what I did to help this self-sabotage thing that you're going through, right? And this things of overeating and oversleeping and things like that, a number of different ways. So what I did, and I don't have any with me, but I would get a sticky note. A sticky note, which, dude, it's cheap. It doesn't cost but $1 or $2. Get you a sticky note, a big old pad of sticky notes, and some scotch tape, or however you want to do this. And what I would do every single night before I go to bed, I would put down 5 things. Now, for you, it might be 3, but I wouldn't do more than 5 personally. 5 things that I need to do the following day, right? So, right before I go to sleep, maybe 30 minutes before I go to sleep, an hour before I go to sleep, I put a sticky note on my phone, on the back of my phone. I'd get on top of it, I'd put some tape, scotch tape, because, sometimes that sticky note would fall off. So I put some scotch tape on there. Get me a pen and write 5 bullet points. 5 bullet points that I need to do, actual actions I need to take the next day to achieve my goals. So, an example of that would be if you have a problem with eating, or say, for instance, your goal is to lose a certain amount of weight, right? Or your goal is to have a certain body, physique, or strength, or whatever. Okay. What you would put on there as an example, one bullet point would be track my calories. So you should have an app like MyFitnessPal or whatever you choose to use to where you can track your calories. So an actual action that you would take is track my calories. Because you want to have a certain body, you would say workout. I need to do a workout today. If it's a certain skill that you're trying to learn and develop, okay, I need to either read 10 pages a day, I need to study this chapter, I need to watch this YouTube video or whatever, okay? 3 to 5 things, and then every single time you pick up your phone, guess what? You're going to see that sticky note. Guess what that means? You're going to be reminded of your goals 100 times a day, 200 times a day, 300 times a day, however many times you look at your phone. And guess what? That's 100, 200, and 300 times more likely you're going to actually achieve your goals. It's 300 more times you're going to be held accountable and reminded of what is actually important to you. So instead of you starting to scroll through Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat and TikTok and all this freaking useless crap, instead of that, as soon as you pick up your phone, you're reminded of things that are actually important to you, right? So that's what I did. And again, 3 to 5 things. Don't try to do 17 different things and change your life overnight. 3 to 5 things that are important to you. 3 to 5 goals, whatever that is. And instead of putting the goal, you don't put, I want to have I want to weigh 180 pounds, 8% body fat with a 6 pack, and that. You don't put that. Not on here. That's something different. That can be, um, a vision board or something like that, right? Which I've talked about as well. These points are specifically actions that you need to take in order to achieve those goals. So if you tracked your calories every day and you worked out every day and you study those 10 pages of that skill that you're trying to every day, if you did that every day, do you not think that you're going to hit your fitness goals? Do you not think that you're going to become successful in that side hustle, inshallah? If you did those every single day, taking action, of course you would, dude. Inshallah, of course you would. So that's my advice to you, man. When it comes to oversleeping, Yanni, you just got to figure, you have to get, again, I've talked about this as well. You have to, just like we have a wake up alarm, right? You wake up at a certain time, you set your alarm to wake up. You need to set yourself a bedtime alarm. You need to set yourself a bedtime alarm, whether that's 30 minutes before you want to go to bed, 45 minutes before you want to go to bed, an hour before you want to go to bed. And when that bedtime alarm goes off, everything, all electronics, you turn them off. That 30 minutes or that 45 minutes or that hour, you completely wind down. Whether that means getting again, if you're going to the gym in the morning, you get what you need to actually go to the gym. So that means getting your protein ready if you're going to do that. Getting your pre-workout ready if that's what you're going to do. Get your gym clothes ready if that's what you're going to do. Get your gym shoes ready. Have everything set so by the time when that alarm wakes up for you to wake up, you have zero resistance. You have zero things that you have to do that are going to give you excuses and a way out not to do the thing that you wanted. right? So if you didn't do anything the night before and you wake up when that alarm goes off and you think to yourself, "Oh my God, dude, not only do I don't want to get up, but dude, I have to get my clothes ready. I have to go find my shoes. It's going to take me 5 minutes to find a pair of socks." You see what I'm saying? It's going to give you every single excuse not to do it. But if you did all that the night before, as soon as you wake up, you're like, dude, I'm ready to go. I don't have anything stopping me. There's nothing preventing me from doing the thing that I want. So you take that hour or whatever, 30 minutes, whatever works for you, as a bedtime alarm, and you turn off all electronics, no more Snapchat, no more TikTok, no more YouTube, no more this, no more that. You wind down, whether that means take a bath, take a shower, read a book, get your stuff ready. So by the time that 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or an hour is done, you can go to sleep. You'll go to sleep naturally, and then you'll wake up a heck of a lot easier, dude. A heck of a lot easier. So I hope that helps you, man. That's a long answer, but it's something that I've dealt with. I dealt with a lot, so I really hope that that helps you. Again, when it comes to overeating, um, look into maybe consuming more protein. Protein is one way of, satiating your hunger. If you get a sufficient amount of protein in, which goes back to tracking your calories, which you can find a free app called MyFitnessPal. If you don't know, if you never heard of it, I'll go ahead and just put it in the comments here at Muhammad. We got here, Bismillah, and URL Hassan, right? Yep. Check out the free, and it's for Android and iPhone, called MyFitnessPal to track your calories. So you can eat more protein, and normally protein will help you stay. Um, you won't be basically you'll be full longer. So maybe that'll help you, inshallah. Bidnillah Azza wa Jal. So I hope that helps, man. Wallahu alam. Rizwan, I'm from North Iraq, Kurdistan region. Allahu Akbar. Ali Kamran, all the time. MashaAllah. Yeah, looking at that phone all the time, huh? So yeah, look at your goals 100, 200, 300 times a day. You'll way more likely you'll achieve them, dude. Nathan Kakis, I stayed up late last night binge watching Netflix. And most of us regret it. Most of us beat ourselves up. Here's the thing. I'm not telling you never to watch Netflix. I'm not telling you never to look through Instagram or Snapchat, or I'm not telling you those things. What I'm telling you is that, dude, do the things that are actually meaningful to you. Do the things that are actually important to you. Do the things that you actually care about. Do you actually care about when you're going through Instagram? No, you don't. Or TikTok, do you really care? No, you're just bored. You're just bored and you're just trying to fill that void of boredom, right? You're just trying to live vicariously through other people. You're trying to see other people living their life, and you're constantly comparing yourself and going, man, that would have been nice. Man, that'd be nice. Man, I wish I had that life, or whatever, you know? So, what I'm telling you is focus on your goals, focus on your dreams, focus on your ambitions, do the things that are important to you, and then you'll have guilt free, chill time, right? Guilt free, what's the word I'm looking for here? Recreational time, right? So if I choose to watch a documentary, or I choose to watch a Netflix thing or that or the other, I'm not going to beat myself up over it, because I already did my goals for the day. I already tracked my calories. I already shot my YouTube video. I already did my workout. I already did this and I already did that. I already did the things that are important to me to move the needle forward in my life. So I can actually watch these things guilt free and not beat myself up over it, because I'm not telling myself, man, right now I should be working out, or I should be studying, or I should be doing this or doing that. I don't have those conversations with myself anymore, alhamdulillah, because I do the things that are important to me first. And then if I choose to watch Netflix or something like that, I don't beat myself up over it, because I've already done the things that are important to me, man. Thanks for the advice. I honestly just want to do better at my job and at Talab Alum. Yeah, I mean, another thing too, man, is you have to be more specific than that. You can't be so vague. You can't be so vague as I want to do better at my job and Talab Alum. You have to be specific in what it is that you're actually trying to achieve. Like when someone says, I want to make more money. That's such a vague statement. So what if I pulled out my wallet and gave you $1? Well, you just made more money, didn't you? Well, that's not what I meant. Well, that's what you said. You said, I want to make more money, so I just gave you $1. Get out of my face. You see what I'm saying? Like, well, what I really meant is this. Okay, you need to get specific then. I want to make an extra $5,000 a month. I want to make an extra $10,000 a month. I want to make an extra $15,000 a year, right? That's specific. That's something that you can measure. That's something you can look at your finances and go, okay, I'm actually on track to make an extra $15,000 a year based upon what I'm looking at here. So, with the same thing with, you saying you want to become better at your job, what does that mean? Get specific. What exactly does that mean, getting better at your job? So that you can actually define it and measure it. Because if you can't measure it, it's not going to happen, dude. YouTube and WA mainly. No Sazmit. Rarely listen to music and movies anymore. Thanks to you. Alhamdulillah. Thanks to Allah. My goal is to find as many numeric and pattern miracle of Quran video. I love numbers. I mean social media. Yeah. I'm not a numbers guy, man. Personally, I'm not a numbers guy, but alhamdulillah, we need people like you, Epath, because that's not me. And thus we made you a just community that you'll be witnesses over the people. Quran 2, 143. Stay away from that Netflix. It's full of haram things. Diet does not mean only what you eat, but it's also what you watch and read. I love movies and anime and comics a lot, but that won't help me in life. I need to make my dreams to please my God. Hey man, at the end of the day, man, you have to find things like I've talked about this so many times, dude. You have to actually be real with yourself, right? Stop denying yourself and ask yourself, what are these movies doing? What are these Netflix shows doing? What is this anime doing? What is these comic books doing? And be real and transparent. Be like, dude, if it fills me in this type of way, it fills this certain void in my life. It lets me escape reality. It lets me do this and imagine this and you know. And if you feel it's haram, if you feel it's not good for you, if you feel it's not good for your life, find what that anime does or that comic book does or this, that, and the other does. Uh-uh. And find healthy solutions. Because you cannot take something away from the human being except that you must replace it. You absolutely must replace it, dude. If you try to take something away from your life and you don't try to replace it with a healthy alternative, for sure you will go back to that thing. For sure. Because it's giving you some type of benefit. It has given you some type of maybe only a worldly benefit. Maybe it's not going to benefit you in the hereafter. But right now, this life that you're living in this dunya, it's giving you some type of benefit, and you have to recognize that. So if you take something away from the human being and you don't replace it, dude, you are going to fall victim and go right back to that thing. Proof of that, dude, the proof why I'm saying you have to give a healthy alternative, that is the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. The sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, the Prophet ﷺ never ever forbid, the companions from something except that he gave them something better. He didn't just say, don't do this and that was it. He always gave them something better. And I always use the example, right? That and this is something that we see today. People swear by stuff. Man, on God, on my mom, on my grandmother, on my unborn children, on this, on that, right? People are always swearing by something. Okay? So the Prophet ﷺ, he said, don't swear by your forefathers. But he didn't just leave it at that. He didn't just tell the Sahaba, stop swearing by your forefathers, halas, that's it, and, go about his day. He said, don't swear by your forefathers. But if you must swear by something or someone, if you absolutely have to, if you're in a situation where, dude, you cannot help yourself and you have to swear by something, swear by Allah. Swear by Allah. That's the sunnah of the Prophet. He would forbid something, he would take away something, he would say, you can't do this thing, but then he would always give a healthy alternative. He'd always give the best alternative because he knew you can't take something away from the human being except that you have to give something in return, dude. So that's my point on that, man. Hopefully that makes sense. Is if you find yourself watching these things, consuming these things, enjoying these things, but you feel guilty over it, you feel bad, you think it's haram, you think it's makruh, you think it's a waste of your time, okay. Ask yourself, why am I watching these things? Am I trying to feel boredom? Why am I bored? Am I bored because I'm not actually going after the things that are important in my life? Okay, if that's the case, because I can tell you, dude, from personal experience, I used to watch, and I still occasionally do from time to time. I like UFC. I like UFC. I like martial arts. But dude, I would find myself watching UFC, journalism on UFC, everything UFC, interviews with fighters, just consuming UFC all the time, just consuming it. And then when I started YouTube, I started making my own videos. I started getting into really trying to build this channel. Dude, I literally like pretty much woke up one day, just realized, had a realization. I'm like, oh my God, dude, like subhanAllah, I haven't watched UFC in like 3 months. Like it shocked me. Like I couldn't believe. I'm like, I didn't even realize it. It wasn't even a conscious thing. Like where I'm choosing, I'm not gonna watch UFC today. I was so consumed with my own YouTube thing that I realized like 2 or 3 months later, I was like, dude, I haven't watched a single fight. I haven't watched a single interview. I haven't watched any type of coverage or journalism or anything in 3 months. And guess what? I didn't feel any worse for it. I didn't go, man, that's 3 months of my life I didn't get to watch UFC. Man, what a bummer. I lost 3 fights. Or I lost 3 months of fights and this, that, and the other, right? So the point is that I was so focused on things that are important to me that I totally forgot about the stuff that I was doing and that I was watching, that I was consuming. So if you're struggling with boredom, you need to focus on what's actually important in your life, dude. What actually matters to you. And then take the action, like I said, put on the five, action points that you need to do, 3 points, 5 points that you need to do. Don't overwhelm yourself. And then before you know it, you'll realize, well, dang, I actually don't need Netflix or anime or comic books or this, that, and the other, you know? If you feel in your heart that it's haram or it's a waste of your time. Allah knows best. Uh, Always ask forgiveness and praise Allah. This will help you, brother, no doubt. I appreciate what you're doing. It's delightful to see a brother who's on the sunnah all the way across the world. I'm living in UAE, mashallah, making a difference. May you remain steadfast on this righteous path. I mean, I hope I'm on the sunnah, man. That's a big claim, dude, to say you're on the sunnah, because a lot of people think that the sunnah is just, mashallah, you got a beard. He's on the sunnah. Mashallah, he's got his pants above his ankles. He's on the sunnah. Mashallah, she's wearing niqab. She's on the sunnah. There's way, 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 way more to the sunnah than just, and not to say it's not from the sunnah, of course it's the sunnah. Have your beard. Not only is it sunnah, it's fard, but I'm not saying niqab is fard, beard is fard. Wearing your beard, having your pants above your ankles, wearing niqab, this, that, and the other. Mashallah, it's from the Sunnah, but dude, the Sunnah is your life. It is everything that you do, from how you wake up, how you go to bed, how you use the bathroom, how you eat, how you interact with your family. Everything, dude. Living your life upon the Sunnah. So to just say he's on the Sunnah, man, that's a big, heavy statement, man. And Allah alam about that. Allah alam about that, man. We try. We try. Yes, I totally agree. When you stop an addiction, you will have more free time to spend. Right, and but you gotta spend it wisely, man. You gotta be able to replace that. And again, at the same time, I don't believe there's anything wrong with taking just, chill time, relaxing time, recreational time, right? It doesn't, you don't always have to be in this productivity cycle. This productivity cycle, always gotta be doing something, always gotta be doing something, always gotta be doing something, always gotta be productive, 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 productive. That's unhealthy as well, man. That's unhealthy as well, and it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable long term. You got to find things that you just enjoy, that are just downtime. You know what I mean? They're just chill and downtime, dude. Whatever. That maybe not necessarily are the most productive thing. Um, there's a time for this and a time for that, dude. Dean Ballin, do you do dawah at all? Well, man, this is my dawah. This is my dawah. My dawah is to wake up the Muslims, man. To inspire the Muslims, to wake them up from their slumber of having such low ambition. Like, dude, what was it? I think Imam Al Albani, rahimahullah, Imam Sheikh Al Albani, rahimahullah. I think he was One time he was in the library and he was searching for a specific narration, hadith, isnad, or something like that. And I think this was like in his early years, and Allah knows best. And he wound up finding all these different narrations and isnads and all these things that he had never come across, and basically wrote what, 40 volumes? I think it was 40. It was either 40 or 400, but either way, 40 volumes or 400 volumes. That is insane, dude. That is such high ambition, dude, to have, we have so many people that just, dude, we just have such low ambition these days. And that's not from the Muslim. The Muslim is not supposed to have low ambition, dude. Like, if you look at the early Muslims, dude, the Sahaba, the Tabi'in, the Atba Tabi'in, dude, they had huge ambition, high ambitions, dude. They wanted to accomplish major things. They wanted to be major movers and shakers, right? And have huge influence and impact and legacy. And so many of us, dude, we're just so far from that mentality today, man, that, it's really depressing. So that's my dawah, man. My dawah is to try to inspire and recreate this flame and reignite this flame within the Muslim Ummah and give practical advice and practical steps that I've personally found in my own life so that you can be whatever it is that is your best version of you, right? You don't have to become a YouTuber. It's whatever, because basically our ambitions are this. You have to be an engineer, you have to be a doctor, you have to be a lawyer. If you're a Muslim and you're not a doctor, lawyer, or an engineer, you're a failure. That's basically what our families think. Most of us, our families, our cultural families, if you're not a lawyer, and there's nothing wrong being a lawyer, doctor, engineer, but if you're not one of those three options, you're a failure in life. That's what a lot of us think. There's so much more to life, dude. There's so many more things that we could strive for. And most of us, we're only going to school. We're only becoming a doctors or an engineer because that's what our parents want. That's what our family wants. That's what they expect from us. That's not what we want. That's not what we would choose if we had the guts to actually stand up for ourselves and say, no, I don't want to go down that path. That's good for you if that's what you want to do, father, with all respect, if that's what you want to do, or mother, if that's what you wanted to do. But this is my life. I don't want to become an engineer, a doctor, a lawyer. I want to do something else with my life that is still permissible, that is still pleasing to Allah, inshallah. So my dawah, man, is to, inshallah, try to inspire the Muslims, you know, uh, give them real practical advice, really become ambitious once again, like we used to be. And also, man, to help the reverts because, man, we spend so much time calling people to Islam and hardly any time keeping them Muslim. We spend so much time, money, energy, resources calling people to Islam. Become a Muslim. Islam is the truth. Islam is this. Blah 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 blah, right? All these things. And yet we spend hardly any time, money, resources, energy on keeping them Muslim. They say they're Shahada, they're the only Muslim in their family. Majority of their family probably think they're a terrorist. Why are you going against our good Christian values? Why you've been a Hindu all your life? You've been this all your life. I didn't raise you to be no Muslim, and now you're becoming a Muslim, and we don't support them, dude. We have hardly any support structure, any support systems to help them in their new transition from kufr to iman. So that is another intention from my channel is to create a place, create an ecosystem, a place where I can help other revert Muslims or people who were maybe born into a Muslim family, but they just started practicing, their family doesn't practice, because essentially you guys are going through the same things. You were born into a Muslim family, but they don't practice, and then you start growing your beard out, you start wearing your pants above your ankles, you start wearing hijab, or you start doing this and doing that, and they call you an extremist, they call you this, they label you this, they call you this name, or this, that, and the other, and you basically go through the same thing that us reverts go through. So I'm trying to create an environment so where you can feel like, dude, I'm understood. I'm around like-minded people. I'm around people who want to practice, who are proud of their Islam, who take pride in their Islam, who take pride in trying to obey Allah and His Messenger, alayhi salam. So that's my dawah, man. At the end of the day, hope that's clear. Hope that makes sense, man. Wallahu alam. I feel like the days were longer back then too. SubhanAllah, is that right? I agree. May Allah make us live the Sunnah in all aspects of our lives. I mean, oh my God, still alive. You are still alive. Yep, still alive, man. I would like to add one point with regards to finding the career you desire, even if it is. Yeah, go for it, Muhammad. Barak fikum. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, normally we only do an hour, but alhamdulillah, man. If you guys have questions, that's what I'm here for, dude. You know, I'm here to help. I'm here to try my best to support you guys and get you on that right path in that right direction, inshallah. My old ambitions were based on vanity. I'm looking for new goals that are pleasing to Allah. Work in progress. I took images offline and wear hijab. Just got my proud of you. Proud of you, Kim. May Allah reward you and keep you steadfast and increase you, man. I'm really proud of you. I don't know how much that means. Maybe it means nothing that I'm proud of you, which is fine. It's totally fine. But um, you know, that's cool, man. Wallahi, that makes me so happy. That you're wearing hijab and mashallah, you got your first niqab and you know, hey man, work in progress, dude. Go back to if you haven't already, go back to those videos, like the one that I did for how to find your dream career or something like that. What's it? Name something like that, like how to find your dream career. We're basically trying, teaching you what I learned that you can develop passion, right? You can develop an interest and passion in things. You don't have to be born with it, right? So when I transitioned from musician to YouTube, I found a lot of commonalities between musicianship and YouTube. So it's something that you can develop. Passion is something that you can develop. You don't have to be born with it. And a proof of that is working out. When I first started working out, the first time I worked out, I thought it was the dumbest thing ever. I was like, this is stupid. Why do people work out? This is tough. It's uncomfortable. It's painful. I'm out of breath. I'm dizzy. It's awkward. Who the heck does this? Like, purposely. This is so stupid, right? And then eventually, over time, not only did it become a passion, it became basically an obsession. It became an obsession, a healthy obsession. No pun intended, healthy, working out. Dun, 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 dun. Anyways, it became an obsession, man. So that's proof that just because something is initially difficult, initially uncomfortable, initially something you don't really like, you can, with time, develop that into a passion and an obsession. And only obsessed people, man, only obsessed people really really make the world push the world forward and move the world forward. The Prophet Muhammad SAW was obsessed with spreading dawah, with calling people to Islam. That's what he did day and night. That's what he did. He was obsessed. The Sahaba were obsessed with calling people to Islam. That's what they did day and night. You can look at people who are not. Do you think Steve Jobs was not obsessed with Apple? Do you think Bill Gates was not obsessed with Microsoft? Do you think Elon Musk is now obsessed with Tesla? And you don't think Jeff Bezos is obsessed? These are people who changed the world forever, dude. So only people who are obsessed, because people, oh man, you have an obsession, you have this and that, and it has this derogatory um, perspective on things, right, or meaning behind it. But dude, obsessions, people who are obsessed are the ones that move the world forward in a crazy way, right, and change the world forever. So obsessions can be a good thing, man. Obsessions can be a good thing. Allahu alam. Against parents, we need to use a lot of hikmah and be kind with them and obey them as much as we can. No doubt. No doubt. You use hikmah and you be kind to them, but that does not mean that you have to live your life like that doesn't mean that you give permission for your father to live his life through you. That doesn't mean that you give your mother permission to live her life through you. Well, son, because I didn't become a successful doctor, because I didn't become a successful engineer, because I didn't become a successful whatever dentist or this, that, and the other. Well, now it's your responsibility to live that so that I can live it through you, right? That's not fair. Well, Dad, with all due respect, I love you, but Dad, you made your choices and now I have to make mine. Or maybe your dad was is a successful engineer, doctor. Okay, whatever. That's cool, Dad, but that's not what I'm into. It's not what I'm interested in. You know, and as long as you show, hey, look, I'm doing something permissible. I'm not doing something haram, but it's a completely different path, and I'm successful in it. Alhamdulillah. You know, and at the end of the day, there's no sin upon you, man, if you choose not to be an engineer, doctor, dentist, lawyer, whatever, truck driver, taxi cab driver, whatever, dude. There's no sin upon you if you choose not to do those things and you go against your parents' wishes and your parents' commands to do those things. There's no sin upon you for that. So, at the end of the day, man, because otherwise you're going to live with regret. You're going to live with resentment. At one point, you're just going to be like, man, you know, you're just going to not be satisfied with your life because you chose to listen to someone else, parents or not. Where do you live in which, Assalamu Alaikum, where do you live in which Muslim country would you like to move to? I mean, I'm not really interested in moving to a Muslim country personally. I live in Tennessee, live in Nashville, Tennessee. And personally, man, I don't really see the need to move to any other to move to a Muslim country. Because honestly, I mean, sure, there's certain aspects of a Muslim country that'd be nice, but dude, a lot of us have this misconception that there's some utopia, right, where Islam is practiced 101%, the Sharia is implemented 101%, right? There's no haram, there's no, none of this stuff in this Muslim country, Dude, there's no utopia that we are living in 2021. There are this Muslim countries and this Muslim country and this Muslim country, but guess what? Whatever things you're trying to run away from in your current country to go to another country, you're going to run right into, dude. There is music in the Prophet's city. You could literally go to the Prophet's masjid, step outside the Prophet's masjid, and hear music. In the Prophet's city, bro. Music. There's probably going to be hookah shops, right? Or whatever, right? Hashish or whatever you call it, right? There's going to be people who are not covering properly. There's going to be this and going to be that. Alcohol, this, that, and the other. So, dude, if you think you're just going to find this utopia and go to a Muslim country where everything's going to be, hunky dory, that don't exist, man. So that's why I'm saying, like, dude, I can practice my religion just fine here in America. I can practice it just fine here, alhamdulillah. So at this point, man, I'm not really interested in moving anywhere else. Advice for beginners going to the gym. I would say get a regimen. Firstly, I would say don't go more than 3 days a week. I would do a 3 day split. That's more than enough time. That's more than enough stress on your body. You don't need to do 4 days a week, which I understand because trust me, when I first started, I wanted to go every single day. But again, that's not sustainable. Two, you don't get big in the gym. A lot of people think you get big in the gym. That's not true. You get big and you get strong outside the gym. When Adam, buddy, please stop. When you sleep and you go into, a deep sleep, that is when your body recovers the damage, quote unquote, the stress that you put on it when you tore the muscles, right? The muscle fibers and fabric in the gym by lifting all those weights. It's when you go to sleep that your body repairs itself, and that's when you get stronger. And if you're doing 4, 5, 6, 7 days a week as a new lifter, your body cannot repair itself. It just can't. It can't recover. And so you're just doing more harm than good. So if you do like a Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or sorry, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or however you need it however you need to do it. A 3 day split, give yourself at least a day in between each workout to recover. No more than 3 days a week. And that's plenty of time, inshallah, for you to recover. It's plenty of time. It's more than sufficient for you to actually get strong, get a good physique, all those things, inshallah. And I would say, find yourself a good program. Firstly, ask yourself, what are your goals? Ask yourself, what are your goals? Do you want to be like do you want to look like a bodybuilder? Are you more concerned about just looking good physically, and you don't really care so much about strength, right? If that's the case, find yourself a bodybuilding program. If you're more concerned about strength and you just want to get as strong as you possibly can, find yourself a powerlifting program. If you if you want a powerlifting program, personally, if you want a powerlifting program, you should be able to find that as well in the description. It's called Link to the Bridge. Link to the Bridge, free PDF. It's an 8-week powerlifting program. You can try that out. And right below that is RPE Explained. It's a video about RPE, which is something that is what we use in powerlifting. Or maybe it's running, right? Or maybe it's, you have to ask yourself, what are your goals, man? You have to ask yourself, what is it that you want to do? Do you want to just become, you know, just generally just physically more fit? You don't really care so much about looks, you don't really care so much about strength, so you just want to be in, good health, good shape. You got to ask yourself what are your goals? And based upon your answer, you can find yourself a coach, you can find yourself a program, something like that. It doesn't have to cost anything, and if it does, it's a worthy investment, inshallah. So yeah, that's what I would say, man. That would be my advice to anyone who's looking to get into fitness. Ask yourself what your goals are, and I wouldn't go more than 3 days a week, and I would do a 3-day split, whether it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or however basically your schedule, however it works. Do a 3-day split, and make sure that you're tracking your calories with like MyFitnessPal or something. Make sure that you're getting sufficient protein in your body. Protein is very important. Make sure that again, that goes back to your goals. Are you trying to lose weight? Well, then you need to track your calories so that you're in a caloric deficit, meaning you're eating less calories than your body's burning. Are you just trying to maintain? You don't want to get any bigger, you don't want to get any smaller? Okay, you got to maintain your calories. You got to track those. If you want to get bigger, don't rely on, I think I ate enough, because mostly you probably didn't. Most times people totally undershoot, and myself included, if you're trying to gain weight, totally undershoot the amount of calories that you ate. So you track it. It's really easy. It's a free app. You can scan all the barcodes on the back of your stuff. I could scan the barcode on this water easily. Obviously, there's no calories in water, but again, you got to go back to what are your goals, man? Want to lose weight? Track your calories. If you want to gain weight, track your calories. If you want to maintain, track your calories. Okay. Allah mustaan. Allahu alam. Brother Ozam, ever since I started practicing this past Ramadan, I realized how many major sins I was committing without even realizing it. It's crazy. I mean, thanks, buddy. Alhamdulillah, that's a blessing, man. That's a blessing that you recognize them, dude. Alhamdulillah, you should thank Allah for that. And know that Allah forgives all sins. Allah forgives all sins as long as you make Tawbah, man, before, either the soul reaches your throat, please, buddy, don't do that, which is either obviously meaning before death comes to you, or before the sun rises from the west. So uh, you have time, inshallah. Alhamdulillah, you make Tawbah, and Allah is Al Ghafur Al Rahim. Allah is most forgiving, most merciful, man. So He's the one who accepts repentance. So, Alhamdulillah, that's a major nitma, man. It's a major blessing that you realize that before death came to you, man, before it's too late. Now it's just a point of, again, asking yourself, what are those major sins? What were they doing for me? What type of benefit were they giving me? What type of void were they filling? And then looking for healthy alternatives, man. And then I don't know how long you've been on the stream, but again, going back to what type of person are you? Are you more motivated by hope and Jannah and the beautiful things of Jannah and the, Hurul Ain, right? You know what I'm saying? If you're interested in the wives, or the rivers of milk and honey, right? And seeing Allah Azza and having beautiful palaces and all these things, right? Never having to go to the DMV again. I don't know, whatever, whatever floats your boat, man. Or are you more motivated by avoiding the punishment in the grave, avoiding the hellfire, avoiding the punishments in the hellfire? What are you more motivated by? And then you need to focus on that and use that as inspiration, whatever that is for you, to help you avoid those major sins, and Allah knows best. I went through something similar. May Allah keep you steadfast and increase your iman. Ameen. Dude, we all go through that, bro. In Quran, it repeats Allah is swift to take account, but it also repeats Allah saves the punishment for the wicked for a day. I stare in horror and can this be seen as contradiction? In Quran, it repeats Allah is swift to take account, but it also repeats Allah saves the punishment for the wicked. I don't see any contradiction, man, personally. Um, Allah is swift in account, and Allah saves the punishment for a day. I mean, there's some times where you do a sin and Allah checks you like that, right? Have you ever noticed that? You do a sin, you do something, and it's like, subhanAllah, I got checked just like that. That's Allah taking swift into account, but that's alhamdulillah, that's a ni'mah, that's a blessing from Allah Azza wa Jal, that He checked you right there. You know, Allah's swift in His account, and Allah holds His punishment as a means of mercy for some. He doesn't take you to doesn't take you to account right away, and other times He does, man. Obviously, for some people it's a mercy, so that you can wake up and realize what you're doing. And for other people, like you just mentioned, for some people, Allah just delays His punishment in His infinite wisdom. For some people who are just going to get the maximum punishment on Yawm al-Qiyamah. Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billah. I can't begin to tell you how much of a positive influence you've been. You and your family are always in my dua. Thank you so much, Kim. We really appreciate it, man. We really, really appreciate you so much and your family. Um, honestly, I don't even have the words. I don't have the vocabulary. I don't have the ability to articulate just how much you guys mean to me. So thank you so much. Thanks, bro. It's definitely an eye opener. Alhamdulillah, man. Do you know the concept of hijrah? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I know the concept of hijrah. I just don't. Hijrah to where? That's the point. Hijrah to where? Normally, hijrah is what? Making hijrah from a place of where you can't practice your deen. You can't practice Islam, right? To a place where of better security, where you can practice Islam freely. You can practice the deen freely. Does that sound like what we're explaining right now? Does that sound like what we're talking about? I have to leave America because I can't practice Islam? Like there's certain aspects maybe, like maybe we can't call the adhan outside, maybe, right? But dude, I can pray. I can wear my beard. I don't have to worry about people harassing me. I can fast Ramadan, pay my zakat. You know what I'm saying? I can do all basically the basics and fundamentals of my religion with no problem, alhamdulillah. Freedom of religion, America, right? So where would I go? Again, where would I go to where I could practice? What aspects of Islam am I not able to practice anywhere else? It's just a question I'm asking, you know. So keep doing your thing, bro. You're an inspiration. Thank you so much, man. If something isn't meant for you, at what point do you think we should stop pursuing, like career-wise or applying to an academic program? I know you'll get your risk, but how to know to stop pursuing it? Honestly, dude, it depends on how bad you want it, man. A lot of us, just because there's roadblocks, obstacles, dude, there's gonna be obstacles no matter what you do in life. That's just the nature of this dunya. You are going to have obstacles in your life, right? Whether you like it or not. Whether you pursue what you want or you basically friggin' surrender and just what's the word I'm looking for here? You just settle for whatever Allah gives you, in the sense that you just take what you don't try anything, you don't pursue anything, and you just whatever life gives you, whatever Allah gives you, right, of this life, you take it one way or the other. You don't actually pursue and try to better your situation. Either way, you're gonna have obstacles, man. And I'll just give you an example, dude. I'll just give you an example. There's a guy named Andy Frisella. There's a guy named Andy Frisella, okay? What? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of this person. If you're gonna say something that dumb, dude. We'll go ahead and just get rid of you, man. Let's see. Go ahead. Boom. All right, whatever. The FLA person, they're gone. Anyways, yeah. So there's a guy named Andy Frisella. This is just one example of, I'm sure, thousands and tens of thousands of examples, if not more. Right? There's a guy named Andy Frisella. He's the founder of First Form Supplements. It's a supplement company. And for the first 10 years of his life, of his business, the first 10 years of his business, he himself did not make more than $695 a month. For 10 years, dude. 10 years of his business. When he started, he did not make more. For 10 years, dude, think about this. He did not make more than $695 a month for 10 years. For 10 years, he had people telling him, when are you going to close down that little vitamin shop? Huh? Like, when are you gonna close down this shop, dude, and actually get a real job? Right? For 10 years, he had people telling him to quit this company. Stop it. Dude, you're wasting your time. It's not working. It's not worth it. It's not meant to be. 10 years, dude. But the dude didn't give up. The dude never stopped, man. And now he is currently doing over $500 million in annual revenue every single year. And he's projected to do billions within the next couple of years, probably. A guy who went from literally for the first 10 years of his business career not making more than $695 a month for 10 years, dude, to now, again, his company does 500 million annually. That's one company. He's got multiple companies now. All right. What is this Lamar stuff, dude? Uh, Dude, if you're just coming here to troll, like, I mean, you're really wasting your time, dude. Like, I can just go ahead and kick you out and go about my day. Doesn't bother me none. So the point is, man, is, dude, like, you have to ask yourself, like, what is your non-negotiables? What are you willing to tolerate? What are you willing to, and is it important to you or not, man? You know, is it important to you or not? If it's worth it, man, keep going. If it doesn't happen in the first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, 10th year, keep going, dude. But only you can answer that, man. Only you can answer when it's time to throw in the towel. Again, dude, he went 10 years not making more than 695 bucks a month. And then he just never quit. He never gave up. He kept, and he talks about, yeah, there's plenty of times he thought about giving up. Plenty of times he was having that conversation in his head to give up. 10 years, dude. 10 years is a long time. But eventually, he stuck it out. And now look at, dude, he'll never have to work again if inshallah, if he wanted, if he wanted to stop his business right now, if he wanted to stand down as CEO of First Form Supplements and, um, you know, supplement superstores and this one and that one, he would never have to work another day in his life, inshallah. Ever. Generational wealth. So at the end of the day, man, you have to ask yourself, you know, are you willing to are you willing to invest those years, and are you willing to deal with however long it takes? And there is no plan B, there's no option B. I will either get I'll either make this happen by the permission of Allah, or I'm going to die trying. And if it's not worth it to you, if you can't find the emotional, if you can't find emotional reasons, materialistic reasons, which are fine, if you cannot layer these and stack these reasons as to, if that were going to happen to you, if it takes 10 years to accomplish something, if you can't find those reasons for that, then you can either work on finding those reasons, or you're going to have to do something else, man. But there is no cutoff time, dude. There is no cutoff time, dude. And that's my opinion. Allah knows best. Alif Ahmed, hello. Lightology, Allah brother, how are you? Alif, alhamdulillah, I'm great. Seriously appears you found a good mesh, good brothers on the deen, good family. You found it in the USA. Allah made you an example of it being more than possible. Alhamdulillah, man. MashaAllah, who is that making half a billion of what company? It's called First Form Supplements. Amazing supplements. Not sponsored by them, but they're a great company. Andy Frisella. Andy Frisella. I'll just go ahead and put it. Andy Frisella, First Form Supplements. Okay. All right, dude. Go ahead and just get rid of Lamar, dude. Lamar's in. May I guide you. May I guide you, Lamar. Um, yeah. So check out Andy Frisella. He's got a podcast. He's got YouTube channel. Now he's definitely very brash. He swears a lot, and so I mean, if that's not something you're into, I totally understand. But when it comes to business advice, the dude knows what he's talking about. That's for sure. All right. My man, brother Dean. Salamu Alaykum, Akhi. How are you, brother? Appreciate you so much, man. Dang, we've only been on here almost 3 hours, man. What was that? I got a message. My missus is texting me. My missus is texting me. Man, I wish I could tell you guys what I did the other day. I can't, but I pranked Nasra so good, dude. So good. Like, oh man, so good, dude. If I could only tell you what I did, but I can't because it's just not appropriate for a live stream. But yeah, I definitely got her really good. Alhamdulillah. Um, let's see what we got here. I like your t-shirt. Alhamdulillah, man. MTG Nation, dude. That's y'all. Make today great nation. That is you guys. What's up, buddy? Want some water? You can get the t-shirt, man. You can get the t-shirt. That first link in the description gets you 10% off your first order, man. 10% off this. MTG Nation, dude. That's you guys. We make today great. Every day we make it great. Inshallah. What vitamin company? That is First Form Supplements. I already put it in the chat. You can go ahead and check that out. As long as you are and can practice your deen, then it's fine to live anywhere. Yep. That's how I feel. Watching season 7 alone, lol. What? What? What's season 7? What are you talking about, bro? Season 7? Hey Dean, you ever watch or listen to Gritty Bowman? Dean, you ever listen to Gritty Bowman? That's what I was listening to yesterday. I was listening to the Gritty Bowman podcast. The Gritty Bowman. Um, yeah, dude, because he did some Kodiak hunts, Kodiak, Alaska, specifically bow hunting Sitka blacktail, which if you guys haven't seen by now, if I can show you, probably not. Well, if you can kind of see, that's me right there. That's my dream. I haven't done that, but that's a Sitka blacktail, and that's in Kodiak, Alaska. That's my dream. One of them. Bow hunt Sitka blacktail. So, um, yeah, dude, I was watching and listening to the Gritty Bowman as he was doing his podcast in Kodiak, Alaska. Bismillah. Talking about bow hunting Sitka blacktail, man. Which Dean? Dean Ballin, the one above you. It says outdoor with Dean. Dean Ballin, do you drink coffee, man? No. I drink pre-workout. I don't drink no coffee or tea or nothing like that. Oh, on history. Okay. Andy Frisella. It's in the comments. Rideshare. It's in the comments. Andy Frisella. Just look up a couple comments. You'll see it. Which Dean? What do you have for the Kurds in Nashville? What do you mean? What do you mean by what you have for the Kurds in Nashville? I mean, basically this is called mini Kurdistan. It's like mini Kurdistan, man. There's a lot of Kurdish people here, mashallah. Blacktail is very hard to hunt. I don't know, man. I heard that Sika blacktail in Kodiak isn't that difficult. I mean, it's challenging for sure, don't get me wrong, but like the weather and all those things, but it's I've heard that it's not as challenging from the perspective of they're not used to seeing humans, right? They're used to seeing bear, right? So they're on high alert for bear, but because it's such an isolated place, some deer have never seen human in their entire life. So, they might see you and not get spooked. So from that aspect, it might not be as challenging, but of course with the terrain, the weather, and all those other aspects, obviously very challenging. Allah knows best. Free Palestine, mashallah. God bless the Irish. I think that was actually a Scottish accent I was going for, dude, but yeah, sure. We have black-tailed deer in Bosnia. I don't know, man. I just find like, dude, especially because them Sika blacktail can get so big, bro. Let me blow my nose really quick, man. This is bothering me. I'm sorry, guys. 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. It's bothering me. But yeah, dude, they just get so big, man. They're just beautiful creatures, man. I just look at it every day, dude. Sick of blacktail, and I want to bow hunt it. I want to bow hunt it, man. With this bad boy right here, man. Inshallah, brother Dean. Hoyt's better. Outdoor Dean. Hoyt, bro. No, I'm just kidding. Matthews is awesome. Those are good companies too, man. I'm gonna take one of these here arrows, man, and harvest me a blacktail. Sick blacktail, inshallah, dude. Yes, sir. Just leave it, buddy. Meat Eater show on Netflix has some hunts. Oh yeah, dude, Meat Eater is awesome, dude. Steven Ranella. Buddy, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, dude, Steve Ranella is awesome. Meat Eater show. I like Steve Ranella, Cameron Haynes. The dudes from Gritty Bowman. I like Elk Shape. Elk Shape is a good one. I like John Dudley. John Dudley, right? Knock on TV, I believe so. Um, yeah, dude, definitely, man. Respect, respect. Mashallah. It's not hot and sticky in Texas. Layers and hoodies are awesome in winter, but have you thought of cooling towel for fitness in summer? Have you thought? You talking about making one? Making a cooling towel, Kim, for MTG Nation? Cooling towel, maybe inshallah. I need to release some new merch inshallah. I need to do a new release. Bidni Allah Azza wa Jal. I'm gonna set some time aside, inshallah, and come up with some. I still have a ton of designs that I never released, man. So, Abdullah S. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, bruh. Walaikum salam, brother. How you doing, man? How's it going? The reason why I'm talking with you guys today so long is because I'm waiting for a package to arrive so that I can shoot Monday's video. So that's why we've been on the live stream almost 3 hours instead of our typical hour. Yep. So, inshallah, it's not supposed to be here for like another hour. What time is it? Yeah, like another hour, inshallah. Could be coming up soon, actually. Now think about it. What's happening, Abdullah? How you doing, bro? But yeah, man. Archery is a big part of my life. I really love archery, and inshallah, the brother that you see, Outdoor with Dean, I would say definitely go if you haven't already. Subscribe to his channel. He's got a YouTube channel, Outdoor with Dean. Awesome channel, and inshallah, I will be going on a bow hunt with him sometime this year, inshallah. Late sometime this year, bidnillah azawajal. It'll be my first one, dude. Can't wait, inshallah. Can't wait, man. Yes, inshallah, Kim. And yeah, maybe I'll get I've never worn them, but I know people wear like those bands. I guess it's like a trendy thing. I don't know. I don't know. I have to see if I could get one. Or like they put the bands over the head to keep the sweat out of their eyes. Maybe something like that, inshallah. We'll see, man. Live to hunt, hunt to live. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, I can't wait to really become like an avid hunter, man. That's something that I visualize for myself and I dream for myself is to be someone who's an avid hunter, avid fisher, avid outdoorsman, and really, harvesting elk and caribou and Dall sheep and mountain goat and mule deer and Sika blacktail and moose and man, all of it, dude. That's just something I definitely want, man, for my life. That's some awesome plans you have. Yeah, man. Now people ask, there was a question. It was like, what Muslim country would you move to? Honestly, dude, I really want a cabin or something out in Alaska. If we're being honest, man, that's where I'd really like a spot out in Alaska. I really want to go out there a lot, man. I really want to go out there a lot, inshallah. Is this Abdullah? Abdullah, like I'm wondering, Abdullah S. Is which Abdullah is this, bro? Do we know each other? Do we actually know each other? I'm thinking we do. How you doing, man? Alhamdulillah. Will there be a horror story by the fire about them Sam Squatches, the big old Sam Squatch? The Sasquatch. It was a Sam Squatch. I tell you, a Sam Squatch. I seen it with my own eyes. He was this big. Oh man, that's funny, dude. That is funny, man. Well, guys, if you have any last questions or anything like that, dude, that I can help you with regards to mindset, relationship advice, stuff like that, dude, shoot it, man. Let me know, cause we've been on here almost 3 hours, dude, and I got some other things I gotta take care of. So if there's any way I can help you before I go, please allow me the honor, inshallah. And again, guys, a couple things, man. Join our Discord if you want, inshallah. Join our Discord because that's another way of us to get to know each other better, for me to get to know you better, you to connect with me on a more personal level, get to know me better. I can hold you accountable. You can hold me accountable to our goals, our ambitions. We can have, deeper discussions, et cetera, et cetera. So that's something that I definitely encourage you guys to do is join our Discord group. It's something I really want to build up. It'd be amazing. And again, guys, if you get value from the channel, please, support the channel, man. I'm a full-time employee. I throw as much money as I can into this channel, but I always, always, always try to deliver a ton of value before I ask anything in return. I don't start the videos by saying, hey, support me, hey, pay me, hey, buy my stuff, hey, do this, do that. I never do that. I always make sure that I deliver a ton of value to you to the best of my ability before I ever ask for anything in return. We've been on the live stream for 3 hours, and I really have tried to help you guys as best as I can. So if you have the ability to support the channel, man, whether it's again Patreon, PayPal, GoFundMe, Cash App, whatever, man. $5, $10, $100. Alhamdulillah, we've had people donate $1,000. Alhamdulillah, may Allah reward them. Whatever you can do, man, that money goes right back into the channel, dude. We really appreciate the support so that we can, continually build this channel and this platform, man. Inshallah Azawajal. So if you can, all the links are down in the description below, man. Hook me up. Yes, bro, I asked some questions and I said I'm a revert now. Oh yeah, Abdullah S. Oh yeah, dude. What's going on, man? What's going on, dude? I was thinking you're actually a brother that I know like here in Nashville. Cause I know so many Abdullahs, so I was thinking you're just one of the brothers that that I know here in Nashville. That's awesome, bro. What's up, Abdullah? Man, it's good to see you, dude. Alhamdulillah. How are you doing, man? How is everything? How's life is, how's your Islam? How's your transition been? What do you, is there anything that you're struggling with? Is there anything we can help you with? Excuse me, if you need to, again, if it's something, man, I really encourage you to join our Discord if you haven't already. And you can always private message me on Discord. And if there's anything I can help you with, man, we could always jump on a call. That's fine as well. Anything I can do, man, to help you out and make sure that, you're being taken care of, man, please let me know, dude. Getting ready for a nice video today with my kids. That's awesome, bro. Thanks for your answers, bro. Have a good one, Jack Karen. No problem, brother. Brother, I appreciate you, man. May Allah bless you. Appreciate you so much, dude. But yeah, Abdullah, man, there's a link in the Discord, or there's a link in the description for Discord, man, if you haven't joined. And man, if there's anything I can do to help you, man, if you're going through anything, even if it's nothing to do with Islam, man, but if it's something personal, or maybe you are struggling with some aspects of Islam or something like that, dude, or maybe you're having some pressures from your family, dude, I've been Muslim almost 10 years. I've been through a lot, so I could probably help you out, man. If you and if you don't, if life is peachy and smooth, alhamdulillah, man, that's great too. Alhamdulillah for that. Praise Allah. I can't believe I made this pre-workout last 3 hours, dude. That's insane. I need to get a haircut, man, but now I don't know if I'm gonna have to wait till afterwards. Awesome. Okay. Good to see you, bro. Peace out, Dean. Appreciate you, man. Salamu Alaykum, Maki. Love from Bangladesh. Jack Khair, Umair. Appreciate you. Alhamdulillah. Good to hear, man. I'm glad that you're good, man. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. All right, guys. 3 hours. I say that was a pretty good session, man. Uh, all success is with Allah. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for your support, tuning in, asking your questions, giving feedback, sharing your thoughts and opinions with us, man. We like this. In fact, we love it. It's awesome. We appreciate you guys so much. As always, guys, stop stressing yesterday. Stop fearing tomorrow. What? Make today great, man. MTG Nation, make today great. And we will see you tomorrow morning, inshallah, 8 o'clock Central Time. My wife and myself on all things marriage and relationship advice. But of course, as always, we're open to any questions, any comments, any critique, any concerns, anything that you got, any positive feedback, anything like that. Dude, we're open to it all. And we appreciate you so much. You ever get what's your Arabic name? Oh man, all the time, dude. Kim, all the time. I get it so much. I'm like, what's wrong with Kim? I know. They're like, what's your Arabic name, bro? I'm like, or no, no, not what's your Arabic name. They say what's your Muslim name. That's the one I get. They don't say what's your Arabic name. Sometimes the Arabic name, but the main one is, what's your Muslim name, bro? I'm like, uh, Josh. Like, it's Josh. No, no, like your Muslim name. Yeah, my Muslim name is Josh. Pretty sure that's not anti-Muslim to say Josh. It's not anti-Islamic. So yeah, I get that all the time too, Kim. It's funny. This time I done fasting in Ramadan month, bro. That's awesome. How'd it go, man? How'd it go? Was it good? Was it tough? Did you struggle? Did you lose weight, gain weight? How was it, man? Was it good? Stream at different time could let new people to come, I think. Yeah, I mean, but basically my schedule is Saturdays, I drop my wife off at work. I come straight home, jump on a live stream, give an hour to hour and a half worth of value to the best of my ability. And then I have to start traveling a lot of times. A lot of times I have to start going to different locations. So Saturdays, I'm shooting for Monday's video, right? So that's why I really don't have a lot of time to do different times for lives. That's why I have my structure the way it is. Also, it creates consistency. So the people that are going to show up are going to show up at 9 o'clock every time, inshallah. And again, it goes back to I have a certain schedule where I have to sometimes take 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of driving and filming and all this different stuff. on a Saturday, so and Sundays as well. So that's why I have my live streams when I do, so that I can produce the live streams. I can produce the Monday and Thursday videos because again, I'm a full-time employee, so I only have 2 days to really, Saturday and Sunday to really produce two high-quality videos, man. So that's why I do what I do. I felt it is very difficult. Yeah, probably, bro. Go. Go. Um, yeah, dude. It's never easy, man. Starving, preventing yourself from eating and drinking and all those things, man. It's never easy, especially depending on where you live. Sometimes some people are fasting for 16 hours, 18 hours, 20 hours. Um, could be, the temperature could be incredibly hot. You know, you could be doing construction work. I don't know, depending on your job. Maybe you're not sitting in a cubicle. Maybe you're not working from home. Number of different factors, man. That Ramadan can be very, very challenging, man. But alhamdulillah, it's all good, man. There's definitely, uh, dude, you're gonna get rewarded incredibly by Allah, inshallah, azawajal, man. Inshallah, you'll be fully recompensed from Allah, man. So have no worries, man. It was definitely worth it. All right. I appreciate you guys. Your boy's got to run. I appreciate you guys as always. Stop stressing yesterday. Stop fearing tomorrow. Make today great, man. Make today great, dude. Stop with the excuses. Make today great. Take action on what I told you guys today, and you will start to see improvements in your life. We appreciate you so much, man.